And just like that, the untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents another edition of what the boxing game has been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. I hope you guys are doing well out there on quarantine with this whole coronavirus, hysteria, all this coronavirus mass hysteria going on. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to entertain yourself. So I'm doing my best to not just keep you guys entertained, but to keep myself entertained here on True School Sports. So with that being said, we'll give people a little bit of time to get in here, and I wanted to give you guys some programming reminders. So I don't know if you guys can see, but if you scroll up, to the first comment, I dropped the comment, the very first comment, or one of the very first comments that I dropped. I recently had the chance to do an exclusive interview with Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, and it wasn't just no regular interview. It wasn't just no regular interview. It was a 90-minute plus interview. Like we sat on the phone and we just chopped it up about boxing, life, the coronavirus. He even got into a bit of some conspiracy theories, Holyfield. So it was definitely an entertaining interview to watch. You'll definitely want to check it out. And that's what it is. So yeah, go to that link up top, click on it, set your reminders, and please be on the lookout for that. And I will drop it again. If you didn't get the first time, I'll drop it here again for you guys. The link will be right here. But yeah, there's a link right there. So yeah, the Holyfield link, the links in the interview is right there. So if you want to set your reminder, make your plans, just set out some time in your day to watch the interview when it premieres live. It'll be premiering live. I think it's Tuesday at 5 p.m. I believe that was the time I set. But go check the link so you can get the time for your local area. You see what I'm saying? But we have a lot to talk about today here on True School Sports. As recently, there was some interesting comments made by top-ranked President Todd DeBuff, and it's kind of planted the seed and opened up the doorway for a potential scenario for Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. You see what I'm saying? But before we get into that, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this, do me a favor for everybody here. Let me know in the comments down below what city, what state, what continent, where are you watching this live from on True School Sports. I will give you a shout out. Make sure y'all smash that like button so you guys let the YouTube algorithm know that you're rocking with your boy BT, that you love what we're talking about here, and you love how we're talking about it, and you just can't get enough of True School Sports, and you want this message. And so this video and this live gets out as many people as possible, and we keep the real alive, and we can suppress the fake in the boxing community, because we know there's a lot of fake fraudulent perpetrating channels out there. We don't want them to continue to grow in popularity. So that's just what it is. But with that being said, let's get to a couple of the comments before we attack the nitty gritty of the matter. We got my man Jonathan Keller. He says Fury will mop the floor with Joshua. It won't even be fair. I tend to agree with you. I think he's going to stomp a hole in Joshua when they fight. SSB28, shout out to SSB20. He says, yo, what up? What's up, man? How you living? Duke Odin says, what's up, BT? How you doing, bro? Hope all is well with you, champ. I think it'll be a better fight than he said, I think it'll be a better fight than Fury Wilder. I mean, it might be. We'll see. We'll see. We got my man Dylan in Scotland. Okay, real talk here, 100. All right, so there you have it. We've acknowledged everybody. We've said our pleasantries. Also, shout out to this shirt I got. I got this Florida Panthers shirt on Poshmark. So shout out to the Florida Panthers. You know me, South Florida repping as always, even on the coronavirus. But listen, all right, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty gritty. I think it's. Let me see. Is it this button right here we press? I'm not sure which of these buttons we press for the special screen share. I'm still learning how to use this StreamYard thing. Anyway, we'll do traditional screen share. So we're gonna go to the screen share, and we're going to look at what top-ranked President Mr. Todd DeBuff said recently about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fighting potentially Super Bowl Sunday 2021. And wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something special to see? Wouldn't that be something special to see? Now, I got a lot of comments from the Brits on a recent community post I did. We're going to get to that as well. There's a lot to talk about. But let's go to screen share. I know you got some my hands and face, but we got a screen share. So let's see. Boom, boom. All right. So we're on share screen now. We're on screen share. Hide screen. All right. Let me make sure that everything's okay. Let me make sure everything's okay on my end. Hold on. All right. So there we go. Wait, hold on. Why is it showing up that way? I don't know why it's showing up that way. Hold on, let me go back to this. All right. Let me go back to this. Hold on. This whole like StreamYard thing, I'm still fine-tuning how to use this thing. Hold on. All right, give me 1 second, guys. But I know you can't see my screen, but it's your boy BT. We're live here on True School Sports. Go back to screen share. Boom. Because Todd DeBuff had a lot to say recently. I want to make sure I get the full screen share because y'all need to get this information if you haven't got it already. I'm sure you have. Why is it coming out that way? I'm trying to figure out why it's coming out that way. Anyway, look, I'll just read it to you guys because fuck a screen share. Fuck a screen share. I'm not trying to go through all this right now. But listen, there's an article on Sky Sports that came out recently, and it pretty much was from Todd DeBuff. And Todd DeBuff, for those of you who don't know who Todd DeBuff is, if you've never been aware of who Todd DeBuff is, he's a very important figure in the Top Rank boxing hierarchy of power. He is the president of Top Rank boxing. So when he says something, it does hold weight. It does contract some validity in the boxing world. Okay. So basically, this is what he said. All right. I'll read you the quotes verbatim. Here's what he said. All right. I quote, "It's just chatter, in my opinion. I think inherently the objective for everybody is to live up to the commitments that they both have and to keep it simple. If they both get past those, let's go ahead and do it. If that was early 2021, that's great. But I think that's what the circumstances were and where the chatter started coming back because of the pause in events." He then went on by saying, I quote, and this is the important part of the quotes. We're going to highlight this. Todd DeBuff said, "The easiest scenario for all of us is let Joshua, hopefully, if he can, get past Pulev, who is going to be a tough mandatory fight for him, and let's have Tyson get in the ring with Wilder, and then that sets up a semifinals for the big Super Bowl, the big UEFA championship match between Joshua and Fury. That to me is the cleanest way and probably the easiest way where everybody lives up to their commitments. That would obviously be in preference in order of bouts in the most simple way." So let's unpack what Todd DeBuff is saying. Let's unpack what Todd stated in the article. Okay. Now, first of all, before any of this stuff happened, before anything happened, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua both had prior commitments. They had Fury had a commitment contractually to Wilder for a third fight as he exercised that rematch clause. Joshua had a commitment to Pulev to fight him at Tottenham Stadium. So they both still got to fight those guys. And I think this is probably the most practical way to go about things because this will solve a lot of problems going about things in this way. If Joshua and Fury both honor those fights and both prove their worth and just being good enough to get past those fights. Because look, my thing is this. People are going to complain about the roadblocks. They're going to complain about roadblocks. They're going to complain about all the different things that can hold this fight up. But the easiest way to get through roadblocks is just to get through them. It's like going to grade school. You got to just get through things sometimes. So Fury needs to get through his fight with Wilder, beat him again. You know, and if Fury is as good as I say he is, he should be Wilder. Okay, if he's as good as many people think he is, he should be Wilder again. And same thing with Joshua. If Joshua is as good as many people think he is and as good as I think he is, he should be the Kubrat Pulevs of the world. So they beat those guys. They honor their word. They honor their contractual obligations. Then they can't get sued. You know, Eddie Hearn or Bob Arum can't get sued for breach of contract, and the opponents can't complain about them ducking them. And then that gives them both more time to build up for an undisputed fight. And then could you imagine? I mean, listen, and this part I know is going to be very touchy for a lot of the Brits because I got a lot of interesting comments from the Brits on my community post. But I think if we're talking about making this fight as huge as it could possibly get, it has to be in America. It can't be in Saudi, and it can't be in the UK. Even though I think it should be in the UK, I think if you want to make this event as big as possible, you do what Todd the Buff said, and you put it on Super Bowl Sunday 2021. And I'm gonna get into that as the live progresses. But like, look. When we talk about Anthony Joshua, we talk about Tyson Fury, we're talking about two of the best British heavyweights outside of Lennox Lewis. This is a big moment for the country. Okay. And honestly, look, in a perfect world where the boxing business and money and exposure and greed didn't exist, this fight should happen at Wembley Stadium. I think it should happen at Wembley Stadium. They should have it at Wembley Stadium. They should do right by the British boxing fans, who are, some of the best and most supportive in all boxing. They travel, they're loud, they're rambunctious. Shout out to the Brits. I got mad love for the Brits. But unfortunately, it's all about money. It's all about money, and it's not just money too. It's also the exposure. It's money and exposure. Because listen, the Saudi Arabians can put up as much money as they want. They can put up probably more money than America, perhaps. But can they offer more in terms of exposure? I don't think so, because unfortunately, whether the Brits want to admit it or not, or whether the Joshua fans want to admit it or not, America is the entertainment capital of the world. And I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. America is the entertainment capital of the world. It's not my fault Hollywood is in America. It's not my fault that all the actors and actresses flock to America to make their careers. It's not my fault that Michael Jackson and the Eagles had two of the highest selling albums of all time at the top of the charts in history of music. It's not my fault. These are American acts. So it's not my fault that America is the entertainment capital of the world. And a lot of the Brits say, well, you can't say that America is the entertainment capital of the world. And I'm like, why can't I say that America is the entertainment capital of the world? A lot of them will say, well, it shouldn't be there because boxing is like the 7th most popular sport. And you would actually be right. You're actually right about that. It is the 7th most popular sport. But when it comes to a big heavyweight fight, when it comes to a big-time blockbuster heavyweight fight, that's when the Americans will show up. That's when the Americans pay attention. And when you get these two guys, I'm just thinking about it already. I'm thinking about Super Bowl Sunday 2021. Okay, I'm thinking about, the Super Bowl game is at night. The fight could be in like the afternoon. And that could be the precursor to the Super Bowl. So just think about it, right? If Joshua and Fury fight, if they are to fight before the Super Bowl, on the day of the Super Bowl, are you guys aware of how much sponsorship opportunities are going to be available to both those fighters? And I know none of this shit really matters because we're fight fans. We just want to see the damn fights. But this stuff does matter in negotiations. Money talks and bullshit walks. So, like, this does matter. The amount of sponsorships, visibility, exposure that are going to be afforded to Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua if they do fight for Undisputed on Super Bowl Sunday in America are going to be like no other. Because first of all, even though people would say that the Super Bowl is an American sport, or not the Super Bowl, the NFL, American football, that's an American sport. It doesn't really have a big global impact. You're right to a point, I guess, because it's not as big as like soccer, or it's not as big as other sports. But because there's so much advertising dollars, I mean, look, we'll Google it right now, right? I'll Google it right now. How much does it cost to run? How much does it cost to run an ad for the Super Bowl? Just out of curiosity, right? Let's just think about it, right? Okay, in 2018, the cost of a 30-second Super Bowl commercial was $5.2 million. Think about that, guys. A 30-second ad to run in the Super Bowl is $5.2 million. Okay, so that's big money, and that's only scratching the surface. We're not talking about some of these ads that are a minute and a half long, 2 minutes long. Then you're talking about 10, 15, $20 million just in ads alone. So companies that are looking to get their sponsorship on the trunks or in conjunction with one of these fighters to run an ad, there's going to be a lot of sponsorship opportunities for Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. And I just think that's what the difference is. That's the clear-cut difference to me between the fight happening in the UK or Saudi Arabia. Because there's so much of the entertainment industry here in America, because there's so many companies here in America, because there's so many sponsorship dollars here in America. That's the difference if they were to fight on a Super Bowl Sunday as opposed to the UK or Saudi Arabia. But that's just my humble opinion. Now, to address the point that you see on screen, you know, I've been saying this a lot, and I've noticed, right? I noticed this because look, I'm not one of these LDBC guys. I'm really not. I'm not one of these LDBC guys where I'm sitting here saying the UK ain't shit and America's the best thing ever, and that's what it is. I mean, now I am biased. I do think highly of my country. I love my country. I love America. But I do understand that British boxing is on a high right now. I do understand that the heavyweight division is run by Brits. So we're not taking nothing away from the Brits. I want to give the British fans, my British subscribers, all the respect in the world because I love the Brits. But I made a community post, and I was exaggerating. I was joking a bit, and I said that I quoted Todd DeBuff, and I basically said that big time boxing will always be in America. It doesn't even matter if it involves two British heavyweights. It doesn't matter how much oil money the Saudis put up. It doesn't even matter if the fight is for undisputed between two British heavyweights. America is the entertainment capital of the world, and I said that America runs boxing. Now, this struck a nerve with many of the Brits because they thought what I meant was that I'm saying that America has all the best fighters, and that's not what I meant because great fighters come from everywhere right now. You got great fighters from Japan. You got great fighters from Eastern Europe. You do have some great fighters from America. You got great fighters from the UK. When I say America runs boxing, what I'm saying is when it comes to staking the biggest events, okay, when you take Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, I mean, what's my magazine at? What's my fucking boxing? Look, when you talk about these motherfuckers right here, when you talk about these dudes right here, these heavyweights right here, okay, when you talk about these big boys, okay, any one of them, Wilder, Joshua, Wilder, Fury, when you talk about putting a fight on between the biggest heavyweight fighters on planet Earth, right, the only way that fight is going to be as big as it can possibly be is if it's in America. Okay, I'm not saying it's got to be in Vegas, but it's got to be in America because of the fact that, like I said, there's so many sponsorship dollars available to the fighter, so it's better for the fighter. Second of all, when we talk about exposure, there's more exposure there for any of the fighters because if you're talking about big-time heavyweight fights in America, people are going to pay attention. Even the Joe Schmo that doesn't know dick about boxing in America will pay attention to it. There are people here in America that pay attention to Wilder Fury that don't normally pay attention to boxing. So if you were to stage a fight on Super Bowl weekend with the promotional powers of Top Rank Boxing, Eddie Hearn, and anybody else that might join the promotional push of these two for Undisputed, it's going to be massive. It's going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before. It might literally be one of the biggest events. It might be the biggest heavyweight fight of all time in terms of marketing and hype and things like that because of just the fact that it's in America. And then the thing is too, you know, we've seen in the past Anthony Joshua, right? Anthony Joshua has an endorsement deal with Beats by Dre, and he's actually done stuff with Dr. Dre. Like there was that one video where he had that little video called Dr. Dre. So then the sponsorships that these guys already have, it opens up the doors for their current sponsorships and new sponsorships to cross promote. So like you can get Anthony Joshua, just throwing things out there. You can get Anthony Joshua an Express for Men endorsement deal, and that's a cross promotional opportunity for Express and Anthony Joshua here in America. And these are the things that just aren't available. These things aren't going to be available in Saudi. These things aren't going to be available to the degree in the UK as they would be in America. So it's the entertainment capital of the world. It's the consumerism capital of the world because Americans love to spend money. We love to spend money on shit that we don't need. I mean, take me for example. All right, I recently bought this damn Florida Panthers t-shirt on Poshmark for like $10 because it was cool and I've been wanting it for a while. But like Americans love to spend money. That's why, I mean, for better or for worse, the debt is very high. That's why, you know, people have a lot of financial problems here in America. I don't have those problems because I'm pretty frugal with my money, but I'm saying many Americans do. But either way, I'm just saying, I think it would be the best. It would be in the best interest for Fury and Joshua to do this. But like, I want to read you guys some of these comments from the Brits because it really pissed them off that I said that America runs boxing. So like one guy said, this guy named Fisher Genius, he said, people need to get over this. America is the home of big time boxing. Other than the Zone in the U.S., which television company will come up with the money to stage the fight? Plus, pay-per-view isn't really what it used to be in the U.S. In my opinion, Saudi Arabia is the best place to stage the fight because they will be able to come up with the money. Why should people get rid of that notion that big time boxing exists in America? It does, okay? It does. You don't gotta take my word for it. Look at the highest selling pay-per-views of all time. They've been in America. If you look at the majority, of the biggest fights recently, the most notable fights recently, they've been in America. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how the game is played. Saudi Arabia, okay, could they come up with the money? Yeah, they could. Saudi Arabia could most definitely come up with the money, but could they present the fighters with the level of exposure and sponsorship opportunities that fighting in the big time fight in America could? No, they cannot. I'm sorry, they can't. They just can't. Okay. Another guy, Mimsy421 says, America used to run boxing, not anymore. Now that Bum Squad is out of the picture, he can't draw the numbers. But where he says America is the entertainment capital of the world is the only argument he can make. UK runs boxing now. We UK fans supported both our guys and even traveled to the States to support them. Now they got to return the favor by having the fight in the UK, Wembley Stadium, 90,000 seater. If it's in the USA, we got to stay up till 5 a.m. for the main event. Okay. Well, first of all, UK might run the heavyweight division, but they sure as shit don't run boxing. If you look at 126, 130, 135, some divisions are dominated by American fighters and Eastern Europeans. Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez. You got your Devin Haney, your Chris Colbert's, your Shakur Stevenson, guys like that. The Brits are doing great, but I wouldn't say that they run boxing. They run the heavyweight division, which is the biggest division in boxing. So you can say the Brits control boxing in a sense, but they don't really run boxing. Listen, the Brits, first of all, the British pound is stronger than the American dollar. So when the Brits come to America and they want to convert, a thousand British pounds to American dollars, they're going to have more money. So it doesn't really affect the Brits if the fight's in America or if it's in the UK. If you're one of those, if the Brits that have money that can travel, it's not going to affect them. So I don't think it really matters if it's at Wembley or if it's in America. And that's what it was like. I don't know. Just if you go on my community post, you'll see that a lot of Brits were upset with what I said. But it's the facts. It's the cold hard facts. And like I said, there's just more opportunities here for fighters in America, big time fights, whether they're from America or not. If they market themselves, if they're not like Deontay Wilder, if they're not, listen, this is how it goes in America, right? I'm gonna lay it out to you simple and plain. If you're a great fighter, okay, so if you're a great fighter, if you got a mouthpiece, if you can sell tickets with that mouthpiece, and you're marketable, and you're a good fighter, and you're not a racist, you're not openly a racist, and you don't make racially divisive statements, you will have every opportunity in the world to make money beyond your wildest dreams in America. You will, okay? So I think there's a lot of opportunity for Joshua and Fury if they fight, particularly on Super Bowl Sunday, because there is no sporting event in America, nothing in America that attracts more sponsorship dollars than the Super Bowl. There just isn't. And American football isn't even my favorite sport. I follow it. I'm a huge, big-time Carolina Panthers fan. I also like the Miami Dolphins. But, nothing in America compares to the Super Bowl. Just doesn't. Okay? Just doesn't. Another reason why this fight won't happen in the UK, and I think it should be in the UK. I think it should be in the UK. Look, just being blunt, I think it should be in the UK. But there's just too many factors that are going to prevent it from happening in the UK. Let's get to it. Number one, Tyson Fury doesn't even have his UK boxing license. He doesn't. Okay? He doesn't have his UK boxing license. And he's expressed in the past many times that he has no intention of going to fight in the UK. And he's already gotten to that point in his career where he's experienced big-time boxing in America. And once you experience big-time boxing in America, it's going to take it something truly, truly special to get him to go back to the UK. And don't take my word for it. One of these interviewers, somebody go ask Tyson Fury if he fight in the UK. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Somebody's at the door. Give me 1 second. All right, my bad. I got a package in the mail. I think my new Florida Panthers jacket's in the mail too, because I just been buying stuff. I've been I've been pretty frugal with my money recently, so like I decided to treat myself. Got me a new Panthers shirt and got me a new Panthers jacket. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I was saying was, I was saying that basically the UK should have this fight. I think in a perfect world, it should be at Wembley Stadium. But the thing is, first of all, UK they cannot put up the most money. When we talk about America and Saudi Arabia, the UK is not putting up more money than either one of those two countries. First of all, Saudi, I believe in Joshua's last fight with Ruiz, they gave Joshua upwards of $88 million. So he's doing all right for himself, Anthony Joshua. He's not struggling financially, and the Saudis want to bring him back. So could you imagine if they give $88 million for the Ruiz rematch? What the hell would they give him for a fight with Fury? It would have to be plus 100 million. It would have to be maybe probably plus 120 million. He would probably have the biggest payday of any fighter in the history of boxing, bar maybe like Floyd Mayweather when he fought Pacquiao. Okay, that's number one. They can't offer the same amount of money as Saudi, and they can't offer the kind of exposure worldwide and sponsorship opportunities that America could if the fight were to take place on like a Super Bowl Sunday. They just can't. They can't. So that makes it very challenging. And the only way I could foresee this fight happening in the UK is if like the Queen and the royal family just take shit to ungodly amounts of money and they just inject it into having this fight happen. That's the only way I can see it happening. It's the only way. I know Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn recently said that they should do that. I think Eddie Hearn's kind of made a plea with the British government to kind of do that, and that's the only way I think it's going to happen. Is if the British government somehow gets involved and just inject as much money as possible into this event as possible. Other than that, this fight's not happening in the UK. It's not. And take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. Now, as far as if it did happen in the UK, I think it'd be great for the fans. The atmosphere would be unreal. They'd probably shatter every record possible. It would be the biggest event in the history of the country. Personally, though, I don't want to see it in the UK because I think if the fight somehow is close, like if Anthony Joshua just boxes better than we think, and the fight is close, I don't think Fury's getting a decision in the UK. I think the British boxing establishment, and just the British boxing at large. And when I say British boxing, I mean the establishment. They're trying to get Tyson Fury beat by any and all means possible. And we all know Anthony Joshua, the Golden Boy. So I think it should take place on neutral ground, in America. They both fought here before. Fury's fought here a little bit more than Joshua has, but they both fought here before. But neither one of them is from here. So I think they should have it in America, somewhere like, I don't know, Yankee Stadium or something like that. You know what? There you go. I just figured it out. They should have it in America at Yankee Stadium, 55,000 seats. I'm sure plenty of Brits would love to come to New York City again and get behind whoever it is they support. I think that would be the way to go. To be honest with you, like a lot of old fights in the past, like in the 50s and 60s, they're at Yankee Stadium. Why not bring that back? Fight at the new Yankee Stadium. It's 55,000 seats. It's in New York City. That'd be huge. It'd be huge. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, when it comes to this fight, whether you like it or not, America can provide the kind of exposure and global impact like no other when it comes to a Joshua Fury Undisputed fight. It's just facts. It just is. Because of the fact that the entertainment capital of the world is here, it gives Joshua and Fury those special like cross promotional opportunities that they're not going to get in the UK, that they're not going to get in Saudi Arabia, that can touch billions of people. But we're talking billions of people. It gives them the opportunity to access to sponsorship dollars they normally wouldn't have if they just fought in Saudi or the UK. So, I mean, listen, the ball's on Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum's court. I'm just here reporting the news. I'm just here to say what I wanted to say about it. I wouldn't mind. Listen, personally, I don't care where it happens. I'd rather it just happen than it not happen at all. If it happens in the UK, great. If it happens in America, great. If it happens in Saudi Arabia, great. But I just want to see the fight. So that's what it is. I really don't have much more to say than that. But I want to get to some comments. I want to get to your guys' comments because I know there's a lot of people chiming in right now. So yeah, shout out to everybody here. Thanks. Shout out to everybody who's here right now. Let's see. We got let's see who we got in them comments. My man Sam, my main man Sam. So let's see what Sam's saying. He says, "Bruh, this fight needs to be made in the UK, and I think it should happen in the UK, but that's going to be a very big challenge, Sam. I just think, with money, with the money that the Saudi is going to put up, along with the money and exposure that the USA can provide if they were to fight on a Super Bowl weekend, it's going to be very challenging for the fight to get done in the UK, and I don't think it's going to get done unless you see like what Eddie Hearn said in an interview that he did on the Matchroom Boxing YouTube channel. I think the British government is going to have to somehow intervene and really just put their best foot forward to put up as much money as possible. You could give Joshua $100+ million, you give Fury $100+ million, and just do extremely right by the fighters. That's the best way to go. We got Sam again. He said, "Also, how you doing, BT?" I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great actually. I got my damn Florida Panthers jacket in here. I'm gonna open it up soon. I might even put it on while I'm on this live. And I'm just going live, and I'm staying productive. I'm actually going to be more productive, believe it or not. I got my Evander. Oh, by the way, there's 13 of you in here, and you may have not caught it earlier, but there's a 90-minute interview that I did with Evander Holyfield, a 90-minute phone interview that I did with Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, and it's coming out on Tuesday. It's premiering on True School Sports on Tuesday. So if you want to watch that interview when it comes out, it's premiering Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in America. I don't know what time that is where you're at. So for your local time, click that link down below and set your reminders so you don't miss the interview. We talked about a lot of things in that interview. We talked about him fighting Mike Tyson in the exhibition fight. We talked about Wilder Fury. We talked about Joshua Fury. We talked about the 1984 Olympic team. He told me stories about Emmanuel Stewart and Pernell Whitaker, and he told me about how he had a kitchen in his bedroom when he had a mansion. He told me all kinds of stuff. So it's probably one of the best interviews I've ever did, and I would highly recommend you set your reminders and you watch that interview. Just not for me, do it for your damn self. Do it for your damn self. Anyway, G Boogie, what's up? Chambi says this makes a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It should happen on. See, G Boogie understands. G Boogie and I are thinking on the same terms. SSB 28 says that would be a $1 billion fight. It would make Mayweather versus Pacquiao look small. This fight, and that's the thing. SSB 28. This fight could be a $1 billion fight. I think this fight especially if Fury beats Wilder and looks good in this third fight, and Joshua beats Pulev and looks good in this next fight. This fight could do astronomical numbers because of the fact that I'm gonna break it down to you. Because if it's not just going to be a boxing event. It's going to be a worldwide event. And this is another reason why I think they should probably think about staging this fight in America on Super Bowl weekend. Because think about it, right? If they fight in America, you have money from American television. So let's just say, right, the Super Bowl in America is usually on Fox. So let's just say it's on Fox. Let's say they strike out some sort of creative deal with Fox for the fight to take place 4 hours before the Super Bowl. And they get a lot of the viewers that will watch Super Bowl to watch the fight. Okay, so you get the money from American television, you get the money from UK television, okay, and then because you have so much money from all these different television, locations, then that opens the door to have television from more countries, okay, and then we're talking about sponsorship dollars from America that are only going to be there if they fight on Super Bowl Sunday in America, 2021. So you have sponsorship dollars from America, sponsorship dollars from the UK, along with the American money and the UK television money. Then you have the fact that, there's just so much money available. There's so much money available. It could be a $1 billion fight. I don't put it past. This fight at all. But BC says the following. He says, look, that Fury doesn't have a UK license anyway because of the UCAT thing. Exactly. So there's no way it's going to happen. James Davies asked me a great question. He says, can I ask Ben a question? How was Fury in the States from being on ESPN? I think he's asking about the ratings. I'm going to explain to you what it's like when Tyson Fury fights here in America. I'm going to do my best to paint the picture for my Brits and my Europeans out there who don't have access to ESPN when Tyson Fury is fighting. So his first fight on ESPN was when he fought Tom Schwartz And when he at that particular point, the general American sports public didn't really know who Tyson Fury was. He had the fight with Deontay Wilder in LA. Some people knew who he was, but that fight had only did about 300,000 plus pay-per-view buys. Wasn't really a massively successful in terms of the buys pay-per-view in America. But when he fought on ESPN, it really gave the American public their first glimpse of Tyson Fury. So how is he in the States? When he fights on ESPN, when he fought Tom Schwartz here in the States, they were doing whole like 1 hour specials of Tyson Fury. So like the main show on ESPN is Sports Center. Sports Center is the show where like they give you the highlights of the day from all the different sports that are happening in America and in the world. And it's the biggest show on ESPN. It's the main show on ESPN. It's been there for 30 plus years. You can't get no bigger than Sports Center on ESPN. They were literally running like 15, 20-minute segments, interviews with Tyson Fury on Sports Center. They were literally doing 1 hour interview specials with Tyson Fury on Sports Center. If a college basketball game was going on, if an NBA game was going on, if a baseball game was going on ESPN, if any sporting event was going on ESPN during in the lead up to a Tyson Fury fight, they were advertising Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz while other sports are going on. So what does that do? That gives people who don't watch boxing or who don't know who Tyson Fury is, they hear that name and then maybe they feel inclined to check it out. You see what I'm saying? So this is getting the name of Tyson Fury and getting the name of boxing out there to people who don't normally follow boxing in America. Okay, and that was the Tom Schwartz fight. And then the same thing continued with the Otto Wallen fight, and they just built off of that. And then they parlayed it into the big co-promotional pay-per-view fight between Wilder and Fury, which took two of the biggest networks in America, Fox, ESPN, and they promoted the shit out of that thing. It was promoted on all the NFL games and pregame shows. It was promoted on all the ESPN sporting events. And did it touch 1 million pay-per-view buys? No, but it still did a good number. It did 850,000 pay-per-view buys, which unless we're talking about Canelo, Mayweather, Pacquiao, nobody's really been able to crack those numbers here in America aside in the last 10, 15 years besides Mayweather, Pacquiao, Cotto, Canelo. So I think Fury had a breakthrough. He had a box office breakthrough when they did that fight. So I think if Tyson Fury's star power in America was a stock, it'd be trending upwards right now. And it is trending upwards. Let me see. Let me go further up. Lou 123. Shout out to Lou. Lou always give me listen. My man Lou 123. He's the artist formerly known as Byron 1. That used to be his name, Byron 1. He always gives good comments. He's always on my ass. He's always what the devil's advocate. So I appreciate him. He says it happens in Britain. If it happens in Britain, it happens in Britain. Fair play to the Brits if that does happen in Britain. We got my man Dylan says we need and we want Undisputed. Come on, Fury. No need for a 3-round fight just now. Wilder should fight for the diamond belt. For Fury for AJ in the winner. That's not a bad scenario. LA 12, what's up, champ? How you living? We got my man Trash Boat. He says, "What up, BT? What's up, champ? How you living?" Here we go. We got my man Keen Mitch. He understands. He sees the bigger picture. He says, if AJ wants to be a star worldwide, he should fight Fury in America. Yes, because he gets it. I think, and listen, I reserve to have the right to feel this way until otherwise. I think Anthony Joshua should really try to fight in America soon. He really should. Not for my sake, it makes me no difference whether he fights there or not. I'm still going to cover his fights the same regardless. But if he wants to really, if he wants to even get more money, become an even bigger star, the biggest star he could possibly be, if he wants to become all he could possibly be in terms of popularity, in terms of notoriety, in terms of global recognition, America is the way to go. America is the way to go. And you mean to tell me if he fights a guy like Tyson Fury, who's got $1 million mouthpiece, who can sell fights with his mouthpiece alone? Forget his boxing. Fuck his boxing. He can sell fights with his mouth alone. You mean to tell me a fight like that wouldn't make Anthony Joshua a superstar? Not just a boxing superstar, but a sports superstar that transcends boxing. Come on, it's the way to go. It's the way to go. My man David Mason says, what did David Mason say? He says, I think talking about Joshua Fury is silly. They both have fights coming up, and it's a mistake to look past the next opponent. No, it's not silly. I mean, listen, right now, nothing is silly to talk about. We're on quarantine right now. We got this whole, global pandemic going on. We got this whole, thing that's keeping everybody inside. So listen, there's a shortage of boxing news right now. And right now, nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. Everything goes. Everything is permissible to talk about. So I think it's more than okay. Oh my God, what a jacket! Oh my Lord. I think everything is permissible to talk about at this moment in time. Now, do they have fights coming up next? Yes, they do. Tyson Fury's got to go in there. He's got to beat Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua's got to beat Kubrat Pulev. These aren't gimmies. There's no gimmies in boxing, especially in the heavyweight division where one punch can change the whole history of time, the whole course of time forever. So you're not wrong in that sense. But when you have these predicaments that we're in now, nothing is off limits. Absolutely nothing. See what I'm saying? With that being said, look, there's 16 of you in here right now. There's 16 of you mother-loving people in here right now. So listen, if anybody wants to jump on live, listen, I've got my points across. I've already been sitting here talking for almost 45 minutes. We're going to open it up. We are going to open it up to anybody who wants to come on. Anybody who's here right now that wants to talk boxing or talk about this whole Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Super Bowl scenario or where the fight should take place, just anything in regards to boxing, there's the link. You click right there. You'll be live with your boy BT. Let me just untangle these damn headphone wires because these damn headphones. I need to use my headphones, but damn wires are tangled up. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's your boy BT reporting to you live and direct from Miami, South Florida's very own. Topic of today is Fury and Joshua, Super Bowl 2021. Todd DeBuff, top-ranked president, he came out and said that that's what has to happen. My man Sam So said he's going to come on. So we got Sam coming on soon. Keen, if you want to come on. Anybody who wants to come on, feel free to join. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let me make sure y'all like and subscribe, do all that good stuff. AJ will beat Pulev. Wilder KOs Fury. AJ will take a mandatory and duck Wilder. Yo, that would be. That'd be hilarious. That would actually be hilarious. Like if that scenario you just threw out there, Keen played out. Personally, look, I don't think Anthony Joshua ducked Deontay Wilder. I think not Wilder himself, but his team. Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman. Them guys, they are the ones who orchestrated the duck. But yeah, I'll tell you this. I've had conversations because as many of you know who follow me on a video by video basis, who really follow my channel, I've had a chance to cover 2 matchroom boxing fights this year. I covered the Jake Paul, Logan Gibb, Demetrius Andrade fight in January in Miami, and I covered the Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas fight, which was in Dallas. And at both fights in both respective cities, I had a chance to talk with some very important people from matchroom boxing, like guys like Frank Smith and whatnot, people who are very, very important that are privy to negotiations and have a say-so as to how things go. And I got the sense when talking to them, and this is me, I got the sense of talking to them that they're not in a rush to fight Tyson Fury. I didn't talk to them about Wilder. I probably should have, but I talked to them more about Fury. And they obviously expressed that they believe Joshua's going to win because what are they going to say? Are they going to say the guy's going to lose? No, they're not going to say that. But what they expressed to me was when I asked them about Fury versus Joshua, their answers are very brief, very short, and they change the subject very quickly. So I get the impression that Matchroom, while they might want to make the fight, I don't think it's on their immediate to-do list to fight Fury next. That's just the impression I got from talking to people. This isn't me being a Tyson Fury fan. This isn't me going off of baseless conjecture. This is me literally talking to people in matchroom boxing, talking to them, being very observant of how they're responding to certain questions I'd asked them. And it just seemed like it's not really what they want to do right now. That's what I got. But yeah, I'm waiting for anybody to come on. So anybody who wants to come on, feel free. I'll drop the link once more. There's a link. Shout out to everybody out there who's watching. I hope everybody's well and prospering and just trying to stay productive, because look, this whole coronavirus shit, man, like it can really drive a person insane. Like a couple of days ago, I went to a friend's house, and their mother is very protective, because my friend stays with his parent, with his mother. Their mother is very protective, so like she won't let him go outside the house, and like I couldn't go out the house for like a couple of days, so I had to come back home and get back on my shit. I had to come back and get back on my daily routine, so I could give you guys the best boxing content, so I could be productive and be a healthy person, because your boy BT has goals, he has aspirations, he has things he's trying to do. I got a book I'm working on. I got to work out to keep myself mentally sane. I got to run my miles every day, and that's just what it is. But James Davies also asked, my man, shout out to James Davies. He's asking some good questions, dropping some good comments. He says, "What do you think of AJ's comments about how he achieved more in a shorter time than Tyson Fury's career?" Well, I always hear these arguments from the Anthony Joshua fans, and they say, "Well, he's done more in a shorter time than Tyson Fury." And it depends on how you look at it. If you want to talk about the amount of money he's made, and you want to talk about the body of work he's accumulated in such a short amount of time, then you could say he's accomplished more than Fury in that sense. But I disagree with him. He hasn't accomplished more than Tyson Fury, because for one, Tyson Fury is the lineal heavyweight champion. The only reason Joshua was a champion in the first place is because Fury vacated the belts, and he became champion when Fury was gone. It's like basketball. It's like basketball here in the States. It's like Derrick Rose was the MVP of the NBA. He was the best point guard in the NBA. And then once he got injured, some of these other point guards began to rise up and have success, like Kyrie Irving and guys like that. But when Derrick Rose was Derrick Rose and he was in his prime and his knees were right, wasn't none of these point guards fucking with Derrick Rose. So it's kind of the same thing in a sense. I think Tyson Fury has accomplished more than Anthony Joshua in his career, because number one, he's the guy who beat the guy. He is the lineal heavyweight champion. So he beat Vladimir Klitschko, ended that 10-title defense streak, beat Deontay Wilder, ended that 10-title defense streak. He did it on the road on both occasions. He beat these guys in different fashions, in dominant fashion. He beat one guy boxing. He beat the other guy fighting him. He showed versatility and dominance in both wins. He actually came to America and was got a dominant victory over a dominant fighter in America, in Wilder, which not many Brits can claim. People can say what they want about Wilder, but if you look at the history of British fighters, when they come to America to box in like Las Vegas or New York, it's very few and far between that you see a British fighter in a big time fight, not just win. I'm not talking about winning just by the hairs of your chinny chin chin. I'm talking about coming to America in a big time fight and dominating. I'm talking about from the first round, beating the shit out of and just showing that you're on a whole other level, that the guy standing on the opposite side of the ring. I don't think you could find, at least in modern day boxing history, I don't think you can find a more dominant victory for a British fighter coming to America than when Tyson Fury whooped Wilder in the rematch. But anyway, we got my man Sam here. Let's get to Sam. Let's see. What's up, Sam?
Yes. BT. How's it going, man?
Hi. What's going on, man? Good to hear from you.
I'm good, man. You're talking some sense here, man. I get it. I mean, America and I'd say Saudi are offering more money for this Tyson Fury fight. However, what I would say as well is, look, wait, do you want me to put the camera on as well?
Whatever you want. It's better than me.
Yeah,
I can see you now.
There
you go.
Yes. Yeah, bro. What I'm saying now is like, it's better to have it in UK because of the fans. Like, don't lie. The best fans in the world are in UK, right?
The loudest fans in the world.
Best boxing fans in the UK. Best boxing fans in the world are in the UK. Come on, tell me. These guys are treated like celebrity. Even Chisora, like someone who's He's
I'll
at the
tell you this.
bottom tier.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you this. When I went to the UK, I was watching Sky Sports one night, and I saw
yeah,
a commercial. I saw a commercial for Josh Warrington, and I was blown away. I'm like, Josh Warrington has commercials.
exactly. Like I
Yeah,
mean, he's just a lower tier champ, isn't he? But um, because he's not quite the heavyweights, the big
yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
But the thing is, what I was saying in the comments there as well, it will bring the whole country to a standstill. Like you're talking. Did you watch the World Cup? Obviously, innit?
I
The
did. I did.
FIFA World Cup. Yeah. Now England and Croatia, when they had the match, the whole country was like as the streets were empty. The whole country was in a standstill,
I can only
and
imagine.
pubs and bars were like going like booming, and everywhere was just it was buzzing because of this. I think this is the only event other than that I'll see in my lifetime that actually matches that.
Yeah,
That's the
I can see
World Cup
that.
because the most that this country wants is to win the World Cup. I get that, but like the semi-final was just unreal. It was unreal. Now Joshua Fury, seeing that they're heavyweights as well, they're like the top dogs in the top division. And Joshua, like, I don't think Fury has that big feeling, but Joshua definitely does. Definitely, 100%. Like, amount of kids around here, bro, that get in the gym because of Joshua. He should get those MBE, one of those
Yeah,
knighthoods
yeah.
for
I know
that.
what it is. Yeah.
Even though he's gonna get his ass whooped by Fury, which
He's gonna get,
is gonna happen as well. You know it's gonna happen.
he's
We
gonna
all
get
know,
destroyed.
bro. From day one, I was saying to you as well. You agreed as well. This was gonna happen, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
This
it's
is the
just
fact
yeah. So go on. Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say this is the fight that we've been wanting even before Wilder fought Fury.
100%, man. 100%. But the thing is, um, I always thought Wilder was a tougher challenge for Fury than Joshua.
Yeah,
Controversial
because
as it may be, yeah, because of the whole awkwardness of Wilder, and Wilder's more agile as well. Like you can't really train for Wilder that well because there's not another one like him out there. It's the
yeah,
same with Fury. Obviously, you can't find anyone that's 6'9". Otherwise, there is like a Ukrainian fighter that's 6'9", and he moves a bit like Fury as well. Devichenko, I think is. No,
talking about Ivan Ditchko.
I can't remember his name.
Ivan
Yes,
Ditchko.
Ivan Ditch. Yes, that's the guy. Yeah, he's also looking really good. Like he's 6'9", and he can really move like a lightweight as well, like Fury in a way.
Yeah, he's huge.
In terms of Joshua, it's just too. It's it's just too. He's too stiff with his punches. And I've said this, before Joshua got knocked out by Andy Ruiz, I've said this about him. I said he doesn't move his head. He got hurt by Povetkin in the first fight just because he was putting his gloves up and nothing other than that. Takam hurt him. Who else hurt him? Klitschko put him down. So these
He
were
did.
his 4 fights before.
Dillian White. Dillian White as well.
Dillian
Dillian
White, yeah, Dillian White. Dillian White, I don't think I think he's a bit overrated. If I'm not, I think he will be Chisora 2.0. But
I can see that.
yeah, but man, I think it's a tougher fight, in my opinion, against Wilder than it would be against Joshua. And I said that even before the first Wilder fight. Now, is that me saying that this is 100% Fury winning? No, come on, man. Anything could happen. Joshua can. I see a small window for Joshua, which I think Ben Davidson really pointed out well. He said that Joshua is going to have that window where he's in range, where he's just about in range, and he's going to be on the inside. And then if he gets the combinations going, then he has to go for the knockout, really. But other than knockout, I mean, if it goes to the cards, no way. Can he? Come on. Do you think he can outpoint him?
No, I could see, but I could see Fury getting robbed on the cards though. If it's in the UK.
Oh yeah. The goal. Oh, I forgot about that. The Canelo factor.
Yeah. Because we know Joshua's the golden boy of British boxing.
Factor, yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. As well. One other thing I was going to say as well about Fury. So I speak to some of these Joshua fans, right? Because my friends and we're all split. I asked, they think Joshua's going to win, but I asked them, what makes you think that? And that's where they come on strike. Yeah, because they got this feeling that later on in the rounds, Joshua's just going to catch him, and then that's it. But
No.
if he can handle Wilder's right hand, then and he's got better stamina than Joshua as well. Yeah, but going back to
Better
the point
stamina
of
and better speed, I would say.
IQ, speed, IQ. I mean, one thing I'd give to Joshua is his punches are more crisp. That's the only other thing I can say. But he does this thing that Larry Holmes used to do, which I think Spencer Fearon really pointed out really well, that he has his arms open, and until he goes for the punch, he closes it. Tyson Fury, that is, when he's throwing the jab, closes at the right time to gain that speed as well. But yeah, man, going back to your point of whether this happens in America or UK, part of me wants to say they owe it to the country, so they owe us this fight in the UK. But then again, I mean, it's the fighters, isn't it? So I don't think even America can put up the money that Saudi will put up.
No, they can't put up more money than they can't put more money than Saudi. But I think it's not just the money; it's the money and the exposure. I think maybe they can't put up as much money, but they can offer the money like somewhere close to that money and the exposure, which makes the event bigger.
Yeah, no, I get the exposure side as well. However, what I was also thinking was the timings. Now, if this fight was happening in America, the timings would be around, because I watch tons of fights on like ESPN, but I have to stay up until like 5 a.m., which is like crazy.
Yeah, I know. I know how it is.
Oh man, your Sunday is ruined, literally. But the thing is, now, I mean, I remember watching Khan Danny Garcia, and I live in Manchester, so obviously I'm a fan of Khan as well. He's an Asian, obviously, man. So, but the thing is, like, when you obviously see a quick ending and getting a knockout, and you're like, why did you stay up? But what I was saying was, because they're going to tailor it to the UK crowd still, Saudi are better with this because the fight will be 10 p.m. over here in UK. If it was in America, it'll be 5 a.m. I'm not sure if you're going to get it, even though it's Joshua Fury. You can get more of a crowd if you tailor the timings to UK timing.
I could see that. But you know,
because Khan fought Billy Dibbs, right? Did he? What was that? The Billy Dibbs fight. The super featherweight who jumped up to fight Khan on last minute. That was a 10 p.m. fight. That was a 10 p.m. fight over here. Yeah. And Joshua Ruiz, 10 p.m. fight over here, prime time. Now, if you're combining money and the timing,
I was in the UK. Yeah, I was in the UK for Joshua Ruiz too, so I remember that.
Oh, were you? Oh, mad.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I was in.
You've been to the Everton ground?
Nah, I was in the UK for like about a couple of weeks, but like it kind of went. The trip kind of went to shit because I was kind of underprepared, so yeah, I couldn't really move around too much.
This is the team, man. This is the team. You know this.
Nah. You need to get that off camera.
Yeah, man. Also a big Mike Tyson fan as well. Got that. He shouldn't do that as well. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, bro. What I would say in terms of the fight happening in America, I think the likeliest scenario is happening in Saudi Arabia because of the more money and the timings. I think that will take that will be more preferred. But then again, it depends on the camp. It all depends. Plus, Fury would be adamant to fight in US.
Yeah. I know. Like Aram is gonna want to fight in the US. I think Aram will be more open to the fight happening in Saudi than Hearn will be to the fight happening in the US.
Oh yeah. But the thing is it's more of a neutral ground as well, isn't it? I mean, I don't want Saudi is a neutral. I mean, you want to be either in the MSG or MGM Grand than Saudi, and then you rather be in Wembley Stadium than US. But that's the thing. Like if you're talking about preference, I'd least prefer it to be in the Saudis. Least. Like I would say UK Wembley Stadium is tailor made for that. I mean, come on. I watched Joshua Klitschko just the start of it. You know when they're doing the ring walks.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like it, man. Never seen anything like that. never.
They had the
In
little
in
letters.
boxing, yeah. Oh, like I had it full blast, and I was listening to everything. Oh man, the crowd was mental. In terms of the crowd, in terms of the atmosphere, it has to be Wembley Stadium. But then again, if it's not that, then MGM Grand, 100% MGM Grand.
I wish they did it in America at a football stadium. That'd be ridiculous.
Hey, you could fill that up, yeah. But they have to
They
make
could
the
do it.
tickets more cheaper though, yeah.
They could do it at the I mean, there's a couple of venues like they could do it at the Rose
Yeah.
Bowl, which is like 110,000 seats. There's
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium would be a good venue, but that's not as big as Wembley. It's only 55,000 seats. It's a baseball stadium.
Yeah. I mean, what was the stadium Pacquiao fought Clottey in?
Oh, a Cowboy
Russell
Stadium.
Clottey. Cowboys, Dallas. Yeah, Spencer, Mikey Garcia fought there as well. Yeah. They just about beat Pacquiao's. I know they didn't. They got to 49,000 capacity. I think Pacquiao was 51,000. I think it was when they fought. So almost,
that stadium is
almost.
huge. It's huge though.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest stadiums in the world.
Oh yeah, that was the first boxing fight there. Yeah, I remember. It looks mad. But in terms of the stadium fight, I'm not sure. I mean, you know? Oh, sorry about that. You know the UK fans anyway. Like they're gonna travel like Ricky Hatton. Yeah, Ricky Hatton, Mayweather. You've seen this. You've seen Froch Andre Ward. Where was that again?
That was in I think that was in New Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah. Froch got those fans up as well. Even Froch, bro. Froch is not. I mean, I know he keeps saying 80,000 fans in Wembley Stadium, but he's not quite Joe Calzaghe.
Yeah.
Like
even Joe when he fought Bernard in Atlantic City, he brought a good crowd.
Oh yeah. The famous I never let a white man beat me or something like that. He said.
Yeah, I'll never lose to a white boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mad. No, bro. But I think all right. The Joshua Fury fight, I do see the sense in the exposure. However, this is what I was wondering. This is why I called in. I was wondering if you'd consider the timing of as well, because the timings really match up with the Saudis here as well. If you Russia timings, the Kovalev yard fight, that was her perfect timing. Yeah.
Now, honestly, the timing. I'll be honest with you. I probably didn't even think about the timing that much because I know for the Brits to stay up and watch a fight in America is painful. Because when I was there, I was watching like Tony Harrison, Charlo at like 5 a.m.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was painful.
The rematch. The rematch.
Yeah, the rematch.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, even that fight, like, I think it was the same. Was it the same night that the other Charlo fought and he won against Matvey Korobov when he should have got robbed? Yeah, like
that was the week after
that day. Oh, was it? No, there was one on the same night.
Charlo fought Jamal Charlo fought Dennis Hogan the week after. Korobov was
right. Yes. No, I'm talking about the first fight, then the first Tony Harrison, when the younger Charlo, super welterweight Charlo, he got robbed against Harrison, and then the older one won when Matvey Korobov got robbed, because Matvey Korobov was going at him. Yeah,
it was the same card because I remember Jamal was in the dressing room crying and stuff. He was like he couldn't believe his brother lost. He was mad.
Yeah, T Street covered that one really well as well. Yeah, because he was there in the fight as well, having a go at him. But yeah, man. In terms of your channel, I wouldn't take too much of your time now.
No.
But man, in terms of your no, what I was going to say was in terms of your channel, I'm a big fan. Obviously, you're growing as well. Now you're getting these interviews. You had a big shot. Getting Evander Holyfield on as well. But yeah, man, especially when you do streams with your dad as well, is really good. And
he's actually here. My dad's actually here right now. He was going to sit down, but I told him to wait a second. Dad. He went in the room. I don't know. He went in the room.
Yeah. No.
You Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, man. it's good that you do spend obviously time with your dad as well. I mean, I'm in a position where my dad is just recently more critically ill. He's got lung cancer, stage 4.
Oh man.
So I would say keep him in your prayers because it's very important that we have to spend time with him the few days that he's got left. Yeah,
Yeah, nah,
the
it's very
weeks and
important.
months. Yeah, hopefully.
My pop is right here if you want to say hi to him.
What's
Say
Oh
what's
going
yeah,
on?
up.
I'd say
What's going on, man? How's everything, man?
I
How you
do, man.
doing? Yeah.
I
How
am,
you
and I'm
doing?
just saying, big fan of your channel and yourself as well. When you come on to the streams, I think I
Yeah, I
watched.
just I
It,
just go ahead.
oh no, sorry. Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, everybody, I don't know why, because I'm just an old man that's been around for a minute, but I love talking boxing, and I just appreciate you guys supporting and talking to BT, and very blessed that you guys come on, and I just want to send you blessings and thank you also.
He was
Oh,
telling
thank
me
you.
that he said he likes that we spend time together because I think his dad is going through something right now. His dad has he said he has cancer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
you got to take
yeah.
it's funny we're talking about that. I actually work at over in the United States. I worked at the University of Miami cancer facility, and I see patients every day getting
Mm,
fighting that fight, and it's a very difficult
yeah,
journey, and it's even harder for you to see it because there's not you can really do. But the best thing that you
yeah,
can do, spend any little time you spend with him is always going to be big time in his heart.
yeah. No, I do understand. I do understand. And just one second. Right. Okay. Okay. Just one. Yeah. So now now what I'm gonna do is actually like because he's in hospital, we're FaceTiming, so I'm gonna go and see him. Um,
Okay.
but what yeah, man, I do understand. Obviously, it's the most important thing to spend time with your family
Yeah.
as well. In this, like I've took time off work as well just to spend the quality
Yeah.
time, because it's not gonna be that long. But you have to obviously mentally prepare yourself for this as well. But in terms of boxing, man, I'm big fan of your commentary,
Thank you.
live commentary. I think it was one of the fights. I can't remember now, but you picked the other guy to win, the underdog, and he won.
Which one?
Yeah.
John Ryder. I call John Ryder versus Callum Smith.
No, it's not that. I didn't watch that one, I think. But John Ryder got robbed. He got robbed.
Yeah, I thought he got robbed.
Anyways, I'm off. I'm off, guys.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care. God
All
bless.
right,
Guys. Thank you.
Take care,
you.
man.
God bless.
God
Thank
bless,
you
bro.
for
Take
that.
care.
Bye.
All right, so there you have it.
That was good.
That was our man Sam. That was our main man Sam, and
God bless him and his dad
yeah, God bless
and his
him.
family.
God bless him and his pops. But as you guys, I think he's still here. That was Sam though, but yeah, it's your boy BT, and as you guys can see, he's here, the man himself.
God
bless. Everybody always says, you know what? We don't want to see. We sick of BT. We want to see pops.
You want to see me? You want to see the old folk with the gray hair? You want to see the Scrooge? Is that what you want to see? It's okay. I love talking to you guys. How y'all doing?
So if you got any questions for pops, now
what are y'all talking about? The UK fight with
Fury? So you've been working a lot. So you probably haven't been able to keep with the news. But this is what happened. So basically, the top ranked president, the president of Top Rank, Todd DeBuff, he came out recently, and he stated that the most ideal scenario for Joshua Fury to happen would be for them to honor the next fight. So Fury fights Wilder, Joshua fights Pulev.
Okay.
And if they win, to stage a fight on Super Bowl Sunday in America. Now, I brought this up to you recently, and you didn't like it. Why didn't you like it?
I just think it's too much going on, and that fight's very significant. The fight I'm saying with Tyson and Fury and Joshua we're talking about, right? If that that was to happen, it's one of the biggest fights that's going to happen. Not only for the U.S. but more for the United Kingdom and for you guys. And I just think having it around the Super Bowl, it just taken away from it. That's what I feel. I think it should be something that should be set.
It should be a standalone event. You don't think it should play second fiddle to another event that's bigger than it?
No, I don't even know
that's
how.
Fair enough. That's fair.
I mean, I know the Zone came here doing Super Bowl Sunday, and I know that's a different venue compared to what we're going to see with Joshua and Fury when they fight.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is
he fought on a Thursday.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how the numbers were with that, but I definitely think that one. I wish that the fight could be done in the UK, but I don't think it's going to be done in the UK because I think the British fans deserve it. But then again, Fury doesn't have the license or whatever the case is and all that stuff. So most likely it's going to be somewhere here in the U.S. I'm hoping.
Or Saudi.
Oh my God. If it's
Joshua got paid $88 million the last fight against Fury. So imagine he'll get paid if he fights Fury.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's what I was going to say. Money talks and everything else walks. So that's probably if it gets done there. But for the fighter's sake, yeah, that's money wise to go there, and for the promoter's sake, probably money wise to go there. But I'm looking at the whole. Not all the fans can go to, to
Saudi.
Yeah, I mean, unless you really like rich. I think that it should be, if it's going to be done in the U.S., it should be in a big marketable place where you got all kinds of versatility of fans to get to enjoy the boxing part of it also.
What I was saying was earlier in the live. What I was saying is the reason that I think it makes the most sense for the fight to happen in the U.S. is because if you're trying to make the event as big as possible, it should be in America because America is the entertainment capital of the world. And by having the fight on Super Bowl Sunday, what you're gonna from a fight for the fighters, for Joshua and Fury, that's gonna open them up to a whole new audience, and that's gonna give them sponsorship opportunities that are very unique that they'll never get anywhere at any other like scenario. Because you and I both know how much they pay for the Super Bowl ads.
Jeez.
You know how much it is? I
Millions.
In 2018 for a 30-second Super Bowl ad, $5.2 million for a 30 seconds. So think about it. These companies that either want to work with Joshua or Fury, or see something in them to market their company.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I agree with that. Looking at it from as far as people are pretty much familiar in America with Fury, but they don't know jack about Joshua.
Not yet.
So, I mean, as far as that, I totally agree with you, BT, that will bring a lot more exposure, not only to the boxing game, but also to these fighters like Joshua, that he just said a few weeks ago that he was playing second fiddle in America because nobody knows him. Well, if he comes to a venue where, like you said, the Super Bowl and boxing together, his name will get out there definitely. So, and then, like you said, there'll be a lot of advertisement. There'll be people from all over the world to watch Super Bowl. So I guess I get it that way also. Yeah, I'm more for the fan, for the British, what Joshua and Fury have meant to that country, and that's why I say that. I really want to. I'm not going to proud of.
Our friend Sam was saying that the British fans, right? That the country, he was saying this. You know what he told me? This is Sam. This is his opinion. He said he thinks if Fury fights Joshua in the UK, it'll bring the country at a standstill. He said it'll be a bigger event than when England played Croatia in the last World Cup semifinal or whatever it was.
Well, that's a good point too.
And that was a huge game too, Croatia versus England. I remember watching that.
Because it would be like I don't know, the east side, the north side, or the south and the north against each other. If you're representing some type of class people and Joshua and other, even though they're from the same class, it would be a big thing. Yeah, so I get that too. That'd be great too. But at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks, and so I don't know. I still don't want to stage it.
Could you okay? Like our Leighton Evelyn says, it's never going to happen in America, right? It'll never happen because it's two Brits. Could you foresee it ever happening in America? Fury versus Joshua. I can.
America is made up of all kinds of cultural diversities, multicultural with all nationalities and everything. So why couldn't it be done in America with British? There's a lot of British that live here.
I see British flags in Miami all the time.
It's a melting pot, and the big question is Fury willing to go get his license to go back to have the fight there? Does Bob Arum want the Godfather want the fight there? I don't think he does. So I understand what you're saying. I get it. But to me, America is a melting pot of the world as far as cultural differences, all kinds of diversity. And I think it would do well here in the U.S., to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I honestly think it would do well here because of the diversity of people, because of a lot of Europeans, a lot of British live here, and it'd be better for it'd bring more exposure then if they have a second fight, if that ever happened, and they stage it in the UK, it's going to be even bigger.
That can be another scenario.
Yeah.
If they did it in the UK and the second fight in the UK. I was going to ask you, is there anything else in boxing you wanted to talk about?
Fury. Man, I've seen some. I have to talk about Chocolatito. He had an interview recently, and I told
Roman Gonzalez.
Yeah, Roman Gonzalez.
What did he say?
Not Roman Gonzalez. I'm talking about the interview you had with Fire Away.
Rick Laser.
Yeah, and I don't want to. This guy does not get enough respect, and he's one of the best.
Oh, so
I don't.
You're referring to the Rick Laser interview I did where he said Roman Gonzalez was shot.
Yeah, man.
And that he's not going to be any of the top guys.
I mean, give the guy credit. He's still there. He fought. He's fighting.
Well, he only talked that way because of.
I didn't hear the whole. I just heard.
He only talked that way because of he doesn't regard Caliafai highly as an opponent. So he's like, it is what it is.
I mean, for all you guys in the UK or where you guys are from, what would be a legitimate countryman that you guys have or favorite boxer you really want to see Chocolatito besides Estrada, besides a guy who's trying to what's the other there's Estrada and the other Mexican guy
Martinez.
Yeah, I mean besides him, who would you guys like to see? I'm just saying that I didn't like
what he said.
I'm just tired of Chocolatito not getting the respect that he deserves. And yes, he's humble, he's quiet, maybe he doesn't get promoted enough, but his record speaks loud for himself and it shines over a lot of the lightweights, I think, to be honest with you.
Oh, the flyweights.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the flyweight. So I just wanted to get recognition for that. I do like, what's his name? Edwards. I like Cedar Edwards.
Charlie Edwards?
Yeah, I like him, but I'm getting to be a fan of Campbell.
You like Luke Campbell?
Yeah, I like Campbell. I think I like Campbell better. Yeah.
I want to see Devin Haney fight him.
Devin Haney and Campbell?
That's what I want to see.
That'd be a big fight.
I want to see if Devin Haney can cash them checks his mouth throw. I want to see. Listen, I forgave him. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold it against him. We're young. We say stupid things. Mm-hmm. But go prove it. Go prove you're the best lightweight in the world. If that's how you feel, Devin Haney.
Lomachenko and Teofimo. One of the videos was saying that that's only one side of Teofimo saying that he that's not really confirmed that Lomachenko said anything about the fight, blah, 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 blah. But the bottom line is, what I'm trying to get at is Teofimo doesn't want to fight in what is it called? With no our fans, because you know why? He wants the fans to fight.
We caught a lot of backlash in that video.
I know. I seen that.
They said that it's only Teo saying it. Well, and I made it a point to say at the beginning of the video, Teo said this.
Yeah, he did. See, a lot of times you guys don't listen to the comments or the. When Hassan puts the link down for certain things, this is what happens. We don't hear or listen or see or whatever you want to call it, but he's not just saying it. He came out and said in his video that he didn't say it. But to me, honestly, whether this was said or not, Lomachenko was been staying away from FEMA for a long time. I mean, since FEMA was all the way down, and people have been calling him for the longest time, Lomachenko didn't want nothing to do with him. So for you fans that are saying out there, oh, they did want to fight. They wanted to fight with no fans there. No. FEMA was saying, first of all, Lomachenko, you don't need no tune-up fight. You're in the best shape. You're one of the best skilled boxers. I've always said that. I give that respect. But you complain or you always find some kind of excuse. And in this case, FEMA saying, I don't want to have that fight with no fans there because I want them to see me whip your motherfucking ass on live and see that I whipped your ass around. What good does it do for FEMA to fight you in a close ring atmosphere with nobody there, and he's not going to get nothing out of it. He's not going to get that thrill, that thing, with the fans behind him, where he's from Brooklyn or where they're going to have the MSG or they're going to have the fight. And Loma's just making another. He needs a tune-up fight. He don't need no damn tune-up fight. I mean, he only gets a tune-up fight when he doesn't want to fight the fighters he needs to be fighting, And I lost a lot of respect for him, and I keep saying this a long time. It wasn't his place to tell Pacquiao if he was too old or not. It was Pacquiao's place to choose if he wants to fight him or not. And if I put Lomachenko and what a Pacquiao has done in boxing, Lomachenko doesn't even come close to it at all. At all. So for him to say that, okay, I can't fight, I don't want to fight him because he's too old, but it's an excuse.
Yeah.
If the old man wants to fight him and you beat him, you just beat a legend.
Tell him how you really feel.
And that's what I'm saying. So motherfuckers are saying,
let's go.
That Lomachenko's all this and all that. He needs to put on his fucking, grab his strap, do the shit right, and fight the right people. But as long as I know, he disrespected Pacquiao, in my opinion.
Disrespected him.
Disrespected that man. That man's got a resume from here to fucking Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come, motherfuckers. Let's go.
What the fuck has Lomachenko got? What has he done?
What has he done?
Yeah, he was the youngest boxer that did this. He was a great amateur record. But if you put him against motherfucking Pacquiao, he's nothing but a motherfucking garbage bag. Straight up with his record. We're talking records and fights. He's a garbage bag. He has not accomplished a lot. He never will be better than the Pacquiao. So take that in the bag. And that's why I don't respect Lomachenko, because he comes out here and he came and said that about Pacquiao, and I don't like that because his record's not even close to him. They don't give him any fucking room to talk about somebody that's done more for boxing than that motherfucker has done. So Timo, fuck him up.
I got a question. How do you feel about John Ryder versus Kendall Smith?
Oh,
you know. John Ryder wants to fight Daniel Jacobs, actually. He came out today and said he wants to fight Daniel Jacobs, John Ryder.
Okay, I mean, okay, but you know what? I can respect both of those fights, but I can't respect the fight where motherfucking the short man pushed him around like a bitch all over that whole ring, threw him around like a fucking wet rag all over the place, dragging him all over the place, and then he comes out after the fight and says, hey, I fought a good fight. I was a great fighter. I did everything right.
Do you see when Tony Bellew said that? When Tony Bellew said that Callum Smith doesn't need to go to Canelo. Canelo has to come to Callum Smith. Do you remember when he said that?
Well, I think what's gonna happen is you know the bell when they ring the bell and they go gling, boom, and then take that motherfucking hammer and hit Pat Bellew a couple of times, ring his head straight up. Because let me tell you straight out, all you British, I'm sorry, or whatever, or British boxing, or all you freaking fans saying that Callum Smith is all this. And let me tell you, I
don't think most Brits actually say that about Callum.
I'm sorry.
I think it's just like the promoters.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, if he gets in there with what was you talking about? Canelo's gonna fuck him up. He's gonna get a fucking Mexican beating that you never had before. I'm telling you that right now. If he couldn't beat Ryder, if he didn't beat Ryder, better matter of fact, he did not beat Ryder. I'll tell you that again. He did not beat Ryder.
Beat him. He didn't beat him.
That's all the media and what's the Spanish that fucking
trainer?
No, not the trainer. The trainer too. The channel that they have the
IFL TV.
Yeah, not IFL. When they have the pay-per-views over there.
Sky Sports.
They just dick ride all you British fighters or whoever in favor of them because they want the fans to tune in. They never talk the right thing. I mean, you can listen to them forever and they always just dick riding the British fighters. But I can tell you right now, Ryder fucked up Callum Smith. And if motherfucking Callum Smith puts his strap up with motherfucking Canelo, he's gonna be sent back. He's gonna be sent back to Mexico instead of the UK, and he's gonna get his ass whooped. I'm telling you that right now. Callum Smith does not deserve a fight like that. From the last fight he fought,
I don't think he's gonna get it either.
From the last fight he fought, he didn't show me he deserved anything like that. I don't care what the politics is in UK or whatever. He does not deserve anything. Ryder should be the one. So, fuck Callum Smith in my book. He's weak. He hasn't shown me anything. He didn't show me anything in that fight. So all you guys keep dick riding him. He sucks.
Let's go. We got Pops here on True School Sports. It's your boy BT.
Yeah, man, we're just talking boxing.
We're talking boxing. We're having fun with it right now.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Like I get frustrated and heated. Sometimes I don't like.
You do.
Even when I watch the replays with my son, I get angry every time I see it because I already know.
What was the fight we watched? Oscar De La Hoya versus Felix Sturm, and you never seen that fight, and you lost it. We were sitting here in the house. We watched Oscar De La Hoya versus Felix Sturm. He never seen that fight, so I didn't tell him. The thing is, I watched that fight knowing because I heard people. I had never seen it myself, but I heard people say Felix Sturm got robbed. So I watched it knowing that people had said that, but he didn't know that, I didn't tell him.
He didn't tell me,
I just waited to see what he was going to say.
I was telling us about my reaction, but the thing is, when the truth is out there. And we say it all the time in boxing, and we know who actually won. I get angry because that fighter that actually won not only got robbed and got humiliated by the media and everybody else, he got screwed over. And
he's got to rebuild from square one.
Right. So that's what I don't like about this whole thing. And I get angry because I know what I've seen. I got 4 eyes. Fucking 4 eyes. And my son's 2 and 4 is 8 motherfucking eyes.
That's just a lot of eyes.
Yeah, you get a lot of eyes, seen everything. So
I'm going to cut you off. But Battle Rifle, I like this comment here because you're referring to something that happened on Mark's live.
Yeah.
So Mark, the Irish guy that comes on your
Yeah.
On Rival Boxing Talk.
Yeah.
He did live with your favorite YouTube channel.
Jay Cotto.
Jay Cotto.
Oh yeah.
And I think Jay Cotto might be live right now. So if Jay Cotto's live right now, I think that's everybody.
Shout out to Jay Cotto.
But Jay Cotto has a problem with one of the LDBC guys. This guy named H Money.
Okay.
This guy H Money. He calls him Mr. DAZN. He said, "What's up? It's your boy, H Money, Mr. DAZN." That's like
oh
his thing.
Shit, yeah.
But so apparently Jay Cotto got mad because I guess they had some beef.
Yeah.
And he challenged the guy to a fight. Like he wants to fight the guy. He wants to fight him, and he wants to fight BFTB. And he said he fly him out. Apparently lives in Florida. Apparently lives in Melbourne.
Who's this?
Jay Cotto.
Oh shit! We have to go see Jay Cotto.
He quoted. He named a boxing gym. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called US1 Boxing. You heard of it?
No.
I know where it's at.
Yeah.
So like when he said US1 Boxing, I was on Mark's live. I said, "Holy shit, US1 Boxing!"
Close enough.
I knew exactly where it was at.
Small world. Yeah. Small world. We thought, wow.
So Jay Cotto said, "Well, if True School knows how to be referee, he can be the ref." I said, "Pops be the ref. You Pops be the ref."
Yeah. I have no problem.
He can be the ref. He can be the ref.
Yeah, I have no problem with all that. I'm telling you right now, Jay Cotto. I shout out to him. I don't even see him one time. But he told LDBC step up. grab your shit and tell me your facts. I'm waiting.
Oh,
for
you
the
know,
fight.
commented on a video recently because I dropped the video of you going off on Aquan Bell. I don't know if you saw it.
No,
I dropped this morning. and your boy, he might even be here because sometimes he watches these lives and we don't even know. Ronald Finkley, you know Ronald? He's like, Remember when he just love True School Sports? Now he says this channel is trash, and you went onto a superior platform of VFTV, and he bodied you.
Yeah, well, the other thing is bothering is just bullshit you talking, just like the LDBC.
That's right.
Ronald Finkley.
That's right.
I'm glad you come here.
But God bless Ronald wherever you are.
Hating on you. I'm just letting you know facts, brother. You don't know which side of the fence you're in.
Yeah, anyway.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, respect to you, Ronald.
Respect.
Yeah.
But we got some interesting comments. Yeah, I want to get to them verbatim. We got we got Leighton Evelyn. They asked a question, or I don't know if it's a person or a guy or a girl, but hold on. Wait for it to load. They asked where would the hold on. Click. There we go. They asked where would the fight be shown? The Zone or ESPN? If Fury and Joshua fight, what do you think it'd be shown?
The Zone is. I would think if it was
I think neither.
Yeah, you know what?
I think it'll be on whatever channel the Super Bowl is on to get the most viewers.
It could be that, or it could also be
Fox.
Yeah,
CBS or whatever.
I'll just leave it like this. Whoever puts out the money, show me the money as far as the internet. I mean, of the television, whichever
networks.
Yeah, a network. That's the one's gonna get it. And make no fun. Most networks compete with each other. So I don't think it will be on the same, unless after the Super Bowl or before the Super Bowl, the fight will happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's always competition. So whoever puts up the big money, get by ESPN. Bob Fowler, he knows what he's doing, and the Zone, they're just coming out and they got lots of money. Even though I don't like their commentary, I hate their. I'd rather watch Andrew Ward.
Now, why don't you like the commentary?
Man, they're about as stale as a fucking cracker.
You don't like Sergio Moro? You don't like Sergio Moro?
He's okay, but he's not like. I mean, the best to me that will always be
HBO.
Is HBO. I go back and just
we were watching HBO fights today, and you were like, man, this is so much better.
Yeah, I always go back and watch that commentary because I love the way they did it. People might disagree, but I think it was the best commentary team ever.
All right. Celtic 67 Live. He says, also, shout out to my man Enrique Loda in the comments. I see you, Enrique. We got my man Celtic World, Celtic 67. Hold on. This computer is lagging. He pretty much, Celtic 67 says that Fury would play with Anthony Joshua. He plays at Femi. That's what he said. Fury plays with Femi.
Wow. He would, but but you got to give some type of something to Joshua also. Joshua's not. He came out and he got fucked up by Ruiz in that fight. But I mean, Joshua can still fight. The only thing I think the only question people say that Joshua got that weak chin, but Fury can. And I've always kept saying this. I always will keep this in mind. I have not seen a boxer yet that can deal with Fury's heart,
style,
his awkwardness, because you can't really find a sparring partner that could be like that Fury, because Fury fights different every time.
Sam, when Sam was on here earlier, he said there's only one fighter that you could get to possibly mimic Fury. The closest thing. There's only one fighter.
Yeah.
And you actually know him very well.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Like obviously he's not as athletic,
but there's something about him.
He can mimic. He's got the height. He's got Ivan Ditchko.
Yeah, he could, but
probably the best, the closest thing.
Yeah, the closest you're gonna get, but it's not gonna be because Ivan Ditchko's good, and I like him. But he's talented, but he's not as quick
or slick as
Fury.
The
closest
thing. It's
height wise. Yeah.
You're never gonna get the exact thing.
No, you're never gonna get the same one. Just like there's only one in me, there's only one in BT. Remember that? Yeah.
Battle Rival says, "LOL. I live in Jacksonville. True. Oh, shout out to Jacksonville. Shout out to Jayville, Duval.
We have to go up there one day.
I like Jacksonville. I've been up there a couple times. One of my good friends lives up there actually.
So so that's what I think about that as far as where the fight will be staged at. I mean, as far as that, what other topics? I haven't been able to check out what's going on.
Yeah, I checked on anything boxing. The World Boxing Super Series, they pushed back the season 3 of 2021.
Why is that?
The virus.
Still the virus? Okay. Well, I mean, I get it sometimes. Like the belly was saying, the promoter was saying that there's gonna be a lot of money lost. Also, if you have a lot of staging, a lot of fights now with everything going on, is right to pick up and then make more money. So he's going to stand back and watch what's going on before he actually puts any promotional fights on. So I totally agree with that right now. People are still as much as now. I mean, this last couple of weeks, I've seen out here in Florida, people more apt to go out, do a lot of things and this and that. But at the end of the day, boxing's got to come back, man.
This is a bit off topic, but I was having this argument with Hamid the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's selfish for people to want to go outside and live their life?
No,
because I had an argument with somebody recently, and they said, "Oh well,
this is my philosophy, my thing on that. If you do that, if you feel that you got to look like a fucking put your Halloween costume on to go outside,
a beekeeper,
go ahead and do that if you want. I mean, we respect that, but reality of it is, it's like you being caged in a prison camp or in a prison, and you're locked in that cage for fucking that you never been locked in before. You want to get out and explore. So I argue with the people. I mean, I don't think it. Honestly, I always think the coronavirus is a fucking flu. You think what you think about me? It's a fucking flu that is over exaggerated, and all the people and all the shit. And if you could do some research, like in Florida, a lot of the numbers in Florida got actually inflated because what happens is a patient goes to go get checked out for the coronavirus, and they don't even know the results, but they already put you in a statistical number that you already some type of thing, and then that's how they do the numbers. In Florida.
I heard that
it's not actually true. So, I think I pray for everybody that lost a member. I pray for that, but then I don't know if it was you were telling me, BT, or somebody told me that they pay the nurses $13,000.
Yeah, the doctors are getting incentives to mark the deaths as a coronavirus.
Yes, so it's a lot of bullshit going on that we really don't know about. And I'll be honest with you,
we work in a hospital, right?
Yeah, it's fear. It's a fear tactic thing.
How packed are the hospitals right now?
Where I work at, it's just patients. They come in and out
Mm-hmm.
where I come in, so I don't see them packed like that. I just see the patients come in because mine's a cancer center, but they've also come in with the coronavirus and test positive, whatever. But I don't see it as bad. I think what happens is like everything else, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody and their opinions. This is what I feel. So don't sit here and criticize. Oh, you're just an old man. You know what the fuck you're talking about. I respect everybody here. The media overblows everything to more than what it really is. Okay, bottom line. And I'm gonna say like this. I'm not a political person. And I respect everybody's political wish. The motherfucker Donald Trump is right. He opened everything up, get everything going out here. Forget about that fear because that's what everybody wants to put. When the government or other people put some type of fear in you, you just want to live in that fear because you don't know the answer and facts. But the fact is, I go outside. I wear a mask now all the time. I have to wear a job because I'm required to wear it. But you go outside now, people don't wear it. So a lot of it's because of the fear. And if you're older, you're going to get more fear. And that, I get it. You're older, 60s,
you're more fragile,
50s, you're scared, whatever. I get it. But I do not agree with being closed in a house, being dictated on what you need, what you don't need. Just if you want to take precautions, take them. But don't be judgmental on nobody else.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Here's some interesting news. Andre Ward has suggested that Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko both have a tune-up fight before they fight. So, and he worked at Top Rank, so maybe he's kind of
okay.
I don't know.
Let me ask you something. You guys know Lomachenko. You guys know who Lomachenko is. You know how he's trained, how he's in shape and everything. And he's one of the best skill workers. Why doesn't he tune-up fight for that? Andre Ward worked for the. He
does commentary.
Yeah, commentary for Top Rank, and Lomachenko signed to Top Rank. It's always in right, Fimo.
They're both.
Yeah, so
in-house fight.
So it's the whole thing. I don't agree with that. There is no tune-up. What the fuck you need tune-up fight? Why? You have 6 months to go in your fucking gym and be locked up like a prisoner and fucking just do boxing all day, okay? But Teofimo came out and said, "I don't want a tune-up fight. I don't want a tune-up fight." So why is Andre Ward coming out saying that anyone just to favor the fact that this is what Lomachenko won? You know what? I love you, Andre Ward, but fuck that. I don't agree with that. I think that Lomachenko just needs to get in there. If he's so skillful and he knows believes in his skills he's always have, he will do that. Okay, and I don't think I disagree with that. I disagree with Andre Ward on that. I think there shouldn't be a fight, a tune-up fight. The only tune-up fight is him, Fimo, and Lopez.
I almost feel like he's planting the seed for it to happen. Like,
yeah, that's what he's doing.
Like Lopez said it. Okay, now Ward is planting the seed for it.
Right, because remember, Andre, well, he works for
Top Rank.
So therefore, of course, you're gonna say something on their behalf in an indirect way, so he can push it.
If it was Timothy Bradley who said this, I would say for 100% fact this fight, they're never taking tune-up fights because Timothy Bradley is the ultimate company man.
Yeah, so I mean, so no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think that get in the ring, fight it out. You have 6 months to train. You have more than that. Being locked in fucking this country bullshit. So why you need it?
You want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Andrew Tabiti believes he can be Andy Ruiz when he moves up to heavyweight.
Fuck Andy Ruiz. Motherfucker got all that muscle, can't do shit with it.
Andrew Tabiti?
Yeah.
You don't like Andrew Tabiti?
I like him, but he disappointed me in the
Tico's fight?
Yeah.
You mean when he got ironed out and damn near got killed?
Yeah, like all that training, you look good and all that.
But he said that he's feeling really confident now because he was Anthony Joshua's main sparring partner.
And who he wants to beat?
Andy Ruiz Jr. He says like he's gonna be Andy Ruiz Jr. when he moves to heavyweight.
I'll be honest. Tabiti hasn't. He's good. He's talented. I see him train with Floyd Mayweather Senior.
Yeah,
and he looks strong as all. But every time I get hyped up for him, I don't know. I mean, I got hyped up for that big fight with the Ricos, and he showed me about nothing. So let him keep talking. Let him say what he wants. I'm not favoring nothing he's saying. That's just me.
John,
go. And Ruiz just signed with Reynoso, right? Reynoso, the trainer of Canelo. So let's see what he comes out of there. See how he comes out. I think the best thing that he did, but I think going by that side, not because he signed it with Reynoso, he's going to get a lot of positivity from Canelo and a lot from even from Garcia that he needs that sometimes. Sometimes a fighter needs to hear something from somebody else and that show hey this and that. You know what I mean? To push him more. And if he and hopefully Reynoso will do him right. I mean, I liked the training he had before. I really did.
Who?
But I don't think he had the range.
Manuel Robles?
Yeah, but I don't think he had the range on.
Nah, he couldn't. Ruiz was listening to him.
Yeah, so you gotta have a trainer like I'm gonna go back to one of my favorite training stations because when he slapped the shit out of you right in live and let you know. Yeah. So you gotta have a trainer that let you know, like you come here, you're gonna fucking do what I asked you to do, and I said, if not, you're out of here. I don't give a fuck. Pay my money, get the fuck out of here. The Cuban guy, Mundo Boxing,
Pedro Diaz,
he don't play. I think he would be a good trainer for him also.
For who?
For
Ruiz.
I think he would do good for.
But he's a Canelo's trainer now.
No, I'm saying like as far as the personality he has, he's not gonna put up on the bullshit in his gym. It's gonna be straight. You do this, that, and that's what Reynoso got to do. So it's a plus for Ruiz. But as far as Tabiti, he hasn't Tabiti, whatever the fuck his name is, he hasn't taught me anything. And I like Floyd Mayweather Senior. I like he trained a lot of fighters. I love him. He got a lot of knowledge and everything. So I'm not blaming him. I'm going to blame more Tabiti.
Yes. We got a great question here. Michael 3232 says, I'll put it up on the screen.
What you good in this service here?
No, the internet's fine. For some reason, I think it's the StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
But Michael 3232 says, who was the better prospect, Daniel Dubois or Philip Hrgovic? Now, me and you have a bet going on regarding these two.
Yeah, we do.
You go only $20. But my boy, you know, I feel like Philip Hrgovic right now.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I like Philip Hrgovic rocking the Florida Panthers
shirt.
He's in the house.
He's in the house with that. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Dubois, and I think it's his time. I think it's time for him to do what he's got to do. I would love to see what was the quote that Frank Warren said the other day that he put Dubois against
he's got to beat Joe Joyce first, but Wilder. He wants to win Wilder.
Yeah. So who I will pick? Me and my son, we have a battle on this one. He's a big. I like Hrgovic too, but I've been since Dubois been in as a prospect. I've been liking him, but my son said he hasn't really fought. Nobody.
So. He has fought fucking nobody. Best guy he fought was Nathan Gorman.
So my son's telling me he said
this fight with Joe Joyce gonna tell me everything I need to know about him.
This is gonna be
everything I need to know.
So brother said this is gonna be his boundary, his time, his marker.
This is a step of fight.
Yeah, fight. So
he goes in there and he folds up Joe Joyce. Then okay, Austin, we might have something here.
Yeah. So who does he like? Who does Michael like? Michael, who 32?
But I'm gonna tell you this though.
Yeah.
If he beats Joe Joyce, he might have to fight for Hergovic next.
For real? Yeah.
And Hergovic's gonna go, yo, let's go.
I don't know, man. But Herrick is a beast too, though. I
Herrick's
have
a
to
man.
admit. But I like my
You know Rick
Triple D.
Glazer. You know Rick Glazer told me that I should just use the $20 now and call the bet off. $10. Can you actually give me $10 now and call the bet off?
Yeah, like what is he? I got me too.
He was saying.
So,
I talked to Rick about it, and I told him about our bet. And Rick told me because he supplies sparring partners to both of them.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then Rick was telling me that the sparring partners that fight Dubois, they say he punches 2 times as hard as Filip Hrgovic.
I mean, but it's not always about. To be fair, it's not always about just about how hard you punch. I mean, if you got other skills, you throw a hard punch, but if I can duck it, if I can move, and I have a movement and everything. So, and the reason I say this is because I do like both fighters. I ain't gonna lie. When he rocked out Panther shirt, he wanted my heart over. I called myself all the way from the UK.
I was in the UK. I was looking at shit. I was like, oh my god, he's one of Panthers jersey.
Yeah, I had to call. He seen it. I had to call him and tell him. And Hrgovic is hungry too. So I mean, and like my who's fought the better fighters at both of them? You know, right now
The better fighters?
who would you say they both fought? Like
No,
evenly?
Hrgovic has.
He has, yeah,
Slightly, I guess. I mean, they both haven't
stepped up that much.
No, not really.
Yeah, but yeah, I got DDB. I got DDD all day, and my son got Hrgovic. So
Oh,
just
Hrgovic.
pay up, son.
I think
Show
Pedro
me the money.
Diaz. I think Pedro Diaz is gonna have him right by the time they fight.
Yeah, we'll have to go to the gym again, brother. Go see him.
Waiting for it to open up.
Yeah.
When Mundo opens up, that's probably the first one I'm going to. But no. All right. Anyway, anybody who wants to come on the live, look. Right there is a link.
What else I got here?
Right there is a link. Anyone who wants to join the live, there it is. Hold on.
Hey man, shout out
There
to my
it
boy
is.
Granados, man. El Tigre, he wants to fight. He said he wanted to fight Keith Thurman. Who else he kept calling?
Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia. You know what? A guy like that, he's a blue collar worker. He's from Chicago, and he never gets the credit he deserves. He's a warrior in that. He kind of reminds me of not what Broner has accomplished when he was younger, but he's fought a lot of good fighters. You know what I mean? So with that being said, Granados deserves the respect that he got. He's got in there with some big tough cookies and stuff. And my son did a great interview the other day, and I really enjoyed it.
With Granados?
Yeah, I really love that
fun.
a lot. I love that a lot. And the only thing I would say about Granados, he needs to make a change. He needs to leave BBC. I don't think he should stay with BBC. I've said it before. Me and my son go back and forth on this. No, we don't go back and forth. My son totally says that he should. Granados should stay in the 140. He's always been saying that's his key division.
That's his best weight class.
But according to the interview, he wants to get to. He wants to go ahead and go to 147. Granados is not a bad fighter at all. He's fought some great fighters that half of the people have not even fought, and he stood a war. The only one that he really got disappointed on was with Mikey Garcia. Danny Garcia, not Mikey. Danny Garcia. So kudos to him. I hope he comes back. I hope if he's going to stay at 147, he looks more focused. And, all the top guns always aiming for him because they think he's easy walk in the park, and actually he's not. So give respect to him. Put his respect to his name. He's not getting enough recognition. No, he didn't beat a lot of the fights that he should have beat, but a lot of the fights that he fought, he got close to where he could have got a decision if he was in the right place. As far as
I want to give a special shout out to my main man, 50 grand. Here he is. He's always here. I got massive love for this guy right here. My guy L Dog with the $10 super chat. He says simply, "I'm gonna knock Pops out."
Whenever you ready,
He
L
said,
Dog.
"Me versus
Hey,
Pops."
L Dog. Your name.
Hey,
Check this out, L Dog. Your name is L Dog. I'm gonna tell you what my name is. I'm the motherfucking big dog. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Whenever you're ready, bro. Take us to the chat. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
He said, "Let's go, Pops. Let's get it."
This is a small dog with a big bite, motherfucker. I'm just joking, man. Just having fun with you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah.
He said, "Let's go, Pops. Let's get it." I love L Dog.
Yeah.
He's
So
the
yeah.
man. Oh, L Dog. Hold on. I'm gonna drop L Dog the link. I'm gonna drop L Dog the link because I know L Dog always likes to come on these lives.
Does he? Yeah.
I love having L Dog on
Yeah.
these lives. He says, "Oh shit, let's go, champ." Yeah, we can fight on the J Cotto H Money undercard.
Yeah, TS, let's go promote this.
damn thing off. But yeah, it's your boy BT. L Dog though, I found this channel. And some guy he takes these clips.
I love that.
He takes these clips from BFTV's channel, the audio clips, and he uploads them, like funny stuff he says. And there's a part where there's one with L Dog. There's one where like L Dog's not in the clip, but he's laughing. He's laughing like
on the background.
You know how BFTV laughs, like he's like That's how he laughs.
Yeah.
He's like, L Dog, I wanted you to stay, and he's playing like these little R&B songs.
Yeah,
it hurts so bad.
Oh, in the background, you gotta check out that guy's channel. He makes me laugh every time I see it. I enjoy it.
Who we have TV?
No, the one with the guy that's on videos and stuff.
BDA Boxing. Yeah. Shout out to BDA Boxing. I got mad respect for BDA Boxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I was actually my wife was the Snoop Dogg. And she had Snoop Dogg had something saying about the LDBC. I said, "Oh, shit."
No, he said the LBC.
Oh, okay.
It's Long Beach County, not the LDBC.
Oh, okay.
The LDBC didn't exist that long ago.
Yeah.
PC Jacob says that laugh sounds like Michelle Joy Phelps. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does. What do you
guys think about Mike Tyson coming back for exhibition?
Well, I interviewed Holyfield. He says he'd be up in a fighting him in an exhibition.
Oh, that'd be a nice fight.
A third fight.
People go see that just because it's too.
And then I called Riddick Bowe the same day, and I talked to Bowe.
You did?
Yeah.
And you talked to Bowe?
I talked to Bowe. Yeah.
Big Daddy Bowe?
Yeah. I talked to him. He asked about you too.
How's he doing?
He's like, man, how's your dad?
Oh man, are you serious? Yeah. Oh man.
And I told him he's working at a hospital. He's like, well, I might need to go there with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's doing all right.
I mean, I guess
okay.
he's
wow.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, I asked Bo about. I said, Bo, you should get in on these exhibitions, and he said, absolutely, I'm going to the gym right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he went to the gym. He hung up the phone and he was going to the gym. So apparently, Riddick Bowe is trying to get in on these exhibitions too.
Yo, I don't think I know this happened. McGee and Canelo destroy McGee.
Think so?
Yeah. He's a big. To me, he's been a disappointing Mexican fighter to me.
Oh, here he is, the man. GMB Catastrophe. He says George Foreman was talking about Mike Tyson coming back. Yeah, George Foreman was saying that he shouldn't think about coming back for real.
Yeah, well, I was telling you that Joe Foreman said that Mike Tyson has done everything possible he can do in boxing. He's well off and he's at peace with himself. Why would you want to come back? There's nothing you got to prove. I mean but then again, that's how Tyson. I'm trying to
see Bull versus
Foreman feels he's at peace with himself. Maybe for Tyson, like I was telling you, now he's really at peace with his life right now. We got everything the way he wants it, so he wants to do it his own way and have fun with it. So it's exhibition, not actually a fight. So yeah, so if he wants to do it, I mean, it's great. The best part about Tyson is that I love is he's going to sign with Everton Football Club. That's what I'm talking about, soccer.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm hoping.
Oh, he said, I didn't read it. I just saw the article. He said, no, George was encouraging him. Oh, okay. Shout out to him. I still like to see Shannon. Oh, did you hear about the ridiculous rumor about Shannon Briggs and Mike Tyson?
No.
There was a ridiculous rumor. Somebody created a fake account and they used the name and the picture of the guy who owns bare knuckle fighting championships.
Yeah.
And
you actually believe it?
He said Shannon Briggs versus Mike Tyson next is gonna happen next. And people ate it up.
Oh,
I saw people making highlight clips with that Brooklyn song, that Soul Brooklyn song.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh my God, Mike Tyson versus Shannon Briggs, Brooklyn, stand up!"
Yeah, it's crazy. That's one thing I learned from that because I got stuck into one of those before, and my son gave me little tips on that.
I always told my dad. I always told my dad.
I called my son right away. My son,
don't listen to nothing nobody says until you get the official date, the date, the freaking press release. The date, venue, time, TV network. If you don't got them four things, it's not official. It's all just hearsay.
Yeah.
It's all just hearsay. It's all the people creating pictures. PC Jacob says he was fooled. Yeah, a lot of people were fooled. Like, the funny thing is, I actually saw people who I would consider to be smart people being fooled by it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it's going to happen. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know John Fury wants to fight
Mike
Tyson? John Fury. Tyson Fury's dad.
Oh,
you didn't see the video where he called out Mike Tyson?
No, this is like craziness.
Yeah, because you know he's crazy, right? John Fury?
Joseph Parker was Lucas Brown. That's a joke.
Oh, did you hear about Tekashi? Did you hear about Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No.
He's back.
Wait, you singing already?
He put out a song.
Oh shit!
Got like 20 million views in a day. Yeah, and
Does it sound corny or is he?
It's like it sounds like everything else he put out. And then he went on Instagram Live and he broke the record for like Instagram Live.
Damn.
So remember when I told you and Richie, I said, listen, when he comes back out, he's gonna be the biggest thing out.
And it was, yeah. Oh my god, what do you say? What you saying?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. Did you say something?
I don't see things just the same. Yeah. And he was like, you know what he said too on the live? He said, none of y'all rappers could ever cooperate with the government and come back. Oh, I'm still the king. He said, I'm still the king. Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, Riddick Bowe did retire too early, way too early. Such a talented fighter too. But your boy BT. We're live here at Pops. Right now we're just lounging around. Oh shit.
What?
Tomorrow, we got a special treat for you guys tomorrow. I haven't even told my dad about this yet. Special treat. Tomorrow at 5 p.m., the same time we started today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be having a special guest. We will have Anthony from Thunderdome Boxing Talk is on tomorrow. He's coming out. He'll be here tomorrow. I talked to Anthony. I reached out to him. I said, hey, you want to come on and talk some boxing? He said, yeah. So we're gonna have Anthony.
That guy makes some long videos, but he loves boxing.
We're gonna have Anthony from Thunderdome Boxing Talk here tomorrow. He don't really make videos like that, but we still talk.
You respect each other.
You know, we had a 3-hour conversation like a month ago.
Yeah.
On the phone. So I got mad respect for Thunderdome. But yeah, Thunderdome Boxing Talk. Anthony will be here tomorrow. I'll probably schedule the video, the live to time and whatnot, so you guys can be on the lookout for it. But yeah, he'll be here tomorrow. SSB28 says, H Money, do you guys claim 6ix9ine Puerto Rican side? Dad, as a Puerto Rican, do you claim 6ix9ine?
No, I really don't.
You don't like him?
I mean, kudos to him, whatever the situation is, and this and that, and he's living his dream, and his nightmare at the same time, and he's come back. So respect to people that like him. I'm just not one of them.
Panama Poppy said, what a name. Panama Poppy says, Tekashi also has a large female following. Supposedly he's very attractive.
Look, man. I'm very attractive. I've got all kinds of shit in his face.
I saw a video. There was a video I watched where he didn't have like tattoos, and all the comments were like of girls on Instagram, like, "Oh my god, he was so fine before the tattoos, but he's still fine now." But he was. Yeah. I'm like, this is why I don't deal with these broads. This is why I don't deal with them. Yeah. You could have tattoos, rainbow hair, and gold teeth, and be fine.
What the hell is a remote scoring conducted?
As long as you have money.
Yeah, that's all that is, man. You can be ugly as fuck, and they still love you as long as you got the Benjamins. Once you drop the Benjamins, you ain't nobody. That's
right. What did Big L say? That's not no. If you ain't got no ends, you ain't getting no skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, the return of Anthony tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be a treat. The return of Thunderdome Boxing Talk tomorrow here on True School Sports. It's gonna be lit. Anthony is probably my favorite, aside myself, as arrogant as it sounds. Aside from myself, he's probably my favorite YouTube channel of all time in the YTBC. Panama probably says his concerts are packed with chicks.
I mean, yeah.
Now, most of 6ix9ine fan base is kids from 14 to 22. I heard that. I don't know if y'all remember Alex. He's come on my lives and stuff. The little white kid that used to be on my lives. He's like the biggest 6ix9ine fan. I used to tell Alex all the time that 6ix9ine is gonna get set up, that his people around him are not good for him. And he loves 6ix9ine. He used to say 6ix9ine is the best rapper out.
Wow. Yeah. He loves. That guy's on top of stuff though.
Alex.
Oh my god.
His concerts are packed with chicks. Almost any rapper who's popular, his concerts are packed with chicks. So that's not really saying much. You always have those girls, the hypergamous thoughts that want to be around the rappers. So it's not an accomplishment to have chicks at your concerts if you're a rapper.
Could you say he worked with music to
prepare for Derek Chisora?
Yeah, like he really don't need it, but for Chisora, you think
tough
so?
Fight.
With Klitschko helping him out?
I think Chisora's a tough fight for anybody. Most fighters.
Just the way he fights.
Yeah. Panama probably says, bro, I was at one of his concerts. Broads are literally crying when he signed autographs for them. No, that's how it is. Like, I'll tell you guys a story, right? I'll give you guys a childhood story of mine, right? So me and this guy, when I was a kid, I mean, obviously I'm a fan of a lot of sports. As you guys can see, I'm rocking the Florida Panthers throwback 2003 All-Star Game T-shirt. You know, shout out to the Florida Panthers, South Florida stand up. But I'm also a big Marlins fan. So my dad, when I was a kid, I used to collect baseball cards. That was my thing as a kid.
Yeah,
baseball cards.
I bought them.
Love our baseball cards.
Football, man.
We spent like thousands of dollars on baseball cards.
Should have kept them, man.
But listen, I used to go to Pro Player Stadium 7 hours before game time. The game started at 7. I'm there at 12:30 p.m. in the parking lot waiting for the players. I used to get the rosters of both of the Marlins and who they were playing the night before. I used to go baseball cards for whoever I had, and I had them sign the baseball cards. So I remember a couple of times, like when I was a kid, after the baseball games, like you had guys like Barry Bonds. And, like, I remember Barry Bonds one time. This is back when Barry Bonds was the man, like, and he was the MVP of baseball. I remember Barry Bonds walked out. He walked out the locker room to go to the team bus, and I remember women crying just at the side of Barry Bonds. He didn't even sign autographs. Same thing with Sammy Sosa. Same thing with Sammy Sosa. Same thing with Miguel Cabrera. Same thing with all these people. So I just feel like if you're famous and you have some status and some money, and you give these women any sort of attention, they're gonna lose their shit. They're just gonna lose it. Have you ever seen anything like that before? Can you recall anything like that?
That's crazy.
Oh, another one. Another time when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember the rapper Mace. Remember Mace?
Yeah.
Mace had an autograph signing. I was a big Mace fan when I was a kid.
When I took you over there.
Mace had an autograph signing at Macy's, and I remember. I'll never forget this. I remember.
Yeah.
Women were crying over Mace. Yeah. Mace. Welcome back. You know,
women are just emotional anyway. They just piss on anything that's fucking popular. You become popular overnight. They'll start loving you too.
That is true. It's like you know that chick from Dallas.
Yeah.
I messaged her again recently. Done with her. To the curb.
Are you serious?
Finito. Yeah. Fuck that broad. Not with her.
What happened? Knockout. What happened?
War Chizora says, "Are you going to try and watch the UFC fight tonight, BT?" I don't know. Let's take a poll. There's 18 of you guys here right now. Now listen, I don't give a fuck about UFC. I'll be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about the UFC. I could give a rat's ass about MMA. But if enough people demand it, I might actually do it tonight because we're on quarantine and there's no other sports on. Who wants to see BT and Pops go live for the UFC fight? I might just do it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it, but I mean, I know a few fighters, not a lot of fighters. I'll see who they are.
I'm gonna go live for freaking UFC. I'm gonna do things we've never done before. Puatzos 916 says, "BT salute Broward County, Western Florida." That's right, South Florida, stand up. You know what? You see what I'm rocking. You see what I'm rocking, Puatz. I got the Panthers shirt on. Yeah. You know, got my Panthers jacket in this big ass package. I haven't opened it up yet, but it looks pretty cool from the inside of the package. Oh man, we got everybody saying yes. They want to see it. They want to see us go live. Let me see. Let me go on Crack Streams. Let me see if Crack Streams has any streams.
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna. Let's see if Crack Streams is gonna help us out. So I guess we're going live for UFC tonight.
Time to start.
Might be on now.
You serious?
The prelims might be on now because I think the prelims started at 6.
Hey, let's see what happens, man.
I think,
you better let your boy know he'll be watching it. Shout out to let's talk about Kevin.
Oh, Kevin Gleason?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Gleason. Say, Brennan, you gotta cover MMA. You gotta cover MMA. You gotta cover MMA.
What's going on, isn't it?
6:30. Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
Yo, I think it's on right now.
We might just go.
Hold on. Let me change the thumbnail to this. Listen, this ain't gonna be no Anthony Joshua. I like this thumbnail.
Put a UFC.
I'll change it back. I'll change the thumbnail back when it's over and done. Yeah. I'm gonna change the thumbnail back and the title back.
So Shaq Jones in. I don't know who's fighting, but
yeah. Let's see if we got any UFC fights on. See if the link works. What's on right now? Ferguson versus who guys? I can't even say his name. Guy.
Don't worry about it. You just go.
Some fucking guy. We never.
Don't talk UFC. I call this let's see how we do, man. It's something different right now. We're clock. Then we try to do it.
It's something different.
Kevin, you watch it. You can't say True School Sports and then go live for this.
The prelims. You know what? Hold on. I think the prelims are on ESPN. So let's.
Yeah, we'll go a little UFC here.
F it, bro. We're gonna go live for the prelims.
UFC. You know what I'm saying? We try something different. I call it UFC two hungry pit bulls going at it. And the hungrier pit bull wins. Man, that shit's clear as hell. I call your mom, Cindy.
Sorry, you gotta call your mom.
Mother's Day, baby, guys. Don't forget your moms.
Yeah, but when Father's Day comes around, don't forget about your dads either. I hope it's changed. It's not changing.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You don't have it on.
What do you mean it's not on?
The box not on. Doesn't look like it's on.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Look at it. You changed it or no?
How you turn the box on?
Oh, let me see. It should be plugged in.
So, yeah, I think we're going to watch the prelims. I'm going to give the prelims a try.
You changed something, man. It is on.
It's not on. F it, man. We're going to go live for UFC. Everybody says that boxing is dead. They say MMA is the new wave. Do you guys remember that when they would say boxing is dead and UFC is the new wave?
It's still on or no?
What is the Kim Kardashian of boxing? Michelle Joy Phelps doing since there's no boxing? Don't listen. Don't ever insult Michelle Joy Phelps. She'll never be on Kim K level. But I don't know. I don't talk to Phelps. I don't talk to Phelps. I don't really keep up with her that often. I mean, my boy Hyro. I mean, shout out to my boy Hyro. Hyro messaged me today and he asked me a question. He said, "Does Michelle Phelps really look like this?" And he sent me a video of her and Radio Raheem, and she looked beat up. No disrespect, but like she did look beat up, Michelle Phelps. I don't know. I would assume she's just doing whatever she was doing before the lock-in. I'm sure she's doing more of that now.
What is this for? You don't need this right there, antenna?
No, I didn't touch anything. I don't know why it's not. That makes no. That's what I'm saying. How can you call the Kim K of boxing? What an insult to Kim K. Shut up saying that she ain't on that level. She don't know Kim K level. I mean, I know Kim K ain't what she used to be, but still Kim K. Damn it.
Is that the right thing? I don't know.
I mean, this is the.
All right, let me change it.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put it on mute. Guys. Give me 1 second while we try to. Yeah, I saw Sinisa on his channel. I got a text her soon. I want to do a live interview with her soon. But yeah, I saw. Yeah, she was on KO Artist Sports Channel, so I'm gonna have to get her on here soon. Me and her are gonna have to have a bit of a chat.
He said, "This is crazy."
Yeah, UFC on. All right, so we're live here on True School Sports. I'm gonna change the title down. You talk to him while I'm sitting here.
So we're doing the UFC thing here. Put the volume on this thing. We're in the UFC 249. Kevin Gleason, we're doing something for you. It's Ferguson was Gahali Priminelli. What's it called? So now with True School Sports doing something they usually don't do, we're gonna follow a little bit of UFC boxing. You guys want to get involved and talk UFC boxing? We just want to change the script a little bit.
Don't call it UFC boxing. Just call it UFC, please.
Okay, UFC. Oh yeah, sorry, UFC. I'm sorry. And like I was telling you guys, we're not trying to hate on boxing. We love boxing, but we just want to change it a little for the other fans that want to see a little bit of this. So it's okay. A little change don't hurt. The only guy I know from UFC boxing is
Stop calling it UFC boxing. It's UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
Please do not call it UFC.
UFC. Uriah Faber, Chuck Jones. Those are guys that I know. I like Tillis from England. I like him too. And that's all I know pretty much about UFC. I can't say the other word. Yeah, so yeah.
Does Michelle Joy Phelps got something on you, bro? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Like you're saying stuff.
She don't got. I mean, she barely knows me. I met her once, and it was a nice interaction.
He said he hasn't really watched Sam Alvey fight. He said he knew he was.
Oh, this guy's fight. This fight right here is oh no. Who's this fight right? Who's this guy?
I'm gonna warn you guys. There's gonna be an avalanche of people that are gonna come into this live talking about where's the fight. Once I change the thumbnail, I just changed the title.
Well, you just gotta tell him.
Yeah. We're doing something.
This guy's, he's 3-0, this guy right here. Got a Superman logo.
Boom. There we are. The title's changed. The thumbnail's changed. And here we are. We're over here watching UFC. Hold on.
Yeah, UFC.
I remember there was a time where you used to love UFC.
Yeah, this is Ryan Spann. He's a 7-fight win streak. Finished 15 of 17 wins. 11 submissions. Awarded some UFC award. Look how he walks in like a pit bull. It's a big opportunity for Ryan Spann.
He looks like Larry Mosley. He looks like the guy Canelo fought in 2008.
Okay, tail of tape. Spann's 28. Elvis 33, 6'5". Spann got the reach, and he got the
Oh, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Five-Star Veterans Memorial
In front of nobody.
In Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville.
52-49. Ferguson versus Gaethje. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC.
Oh, the other guy's not even ranked. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
Division. Introducing
I'm
fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 33 wins, 13 losses.
North Carolina.
No contest. He stands feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, smiling Sam Alvey. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record.
This is crazy, man. No fans behind there. Shit pissing me up.
He stands 6 feet tall, at 2.
Hold on, guys.
I'm watching on TV and I don't even like see nothing.
All right. So here we are, UFC 249, Ryan Spann versus some guy named Alvey. And he's trying to take him down. He's trying to sweep the leg. Boom.
Spann in the yellow shorts.
Spann's in the yellow shorts. Alvey's in the blue shorts. And he's hitting him. And how the fuck do you commentate this? How do you commentate this shit?
You go for the legs. They actually have moves and angles. That's what it is. Spann's going for the legs, trying to pin him down. But
Spann's pinned him up against the cage.
Trying to choke him with it. Yeah, get him to choke. But Alvarez trying to go pin him back down. I guess it's trying to spin.
I'm sorry, man. I'm going with what Bob Arum says. I agree with Bob Arum.
Alvarez going to the head, but then again, Spann got him to the ground again. He pinned Alvarez to the ground. He's trying to grab his left hand and pin him down. He's got him against his defense right now.
Trying to get Sam Alvey on his back, but look at Sam, just the quintessential Team Quest guy. I mean, if you're training with Dan Henderson on a day-to-day basis.
Well, everything. The different about this boxing is a lot of different types of move, ground game, upper speed. Right now, and in this case, you can see Spann is trying to go for the bring him back down. That's his strength. But Alvarez trying to fight it and he can't. See?
It's still a bad position.
Smarty Jones says Michelle Joy Phelps workout on video on YouTube equals fat material. Yeah, I'm glad.
Wow, he's got his neck. Look at that. Spann's got him in his neck hole right now. He can't breathe.
He's not defending it. He's just kind of leaving his arm in there.
Oh, he's gonna choke him to death. Choking the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's starting to go out here.
Yeah.
Look at his
Yo, I'm sorry. This is not better than
Done.
that.
He's done. He's put a submission right now. Good night, Alvarez. You're done.
He's about to turn red.
You can see it here.
Yeah.
Sam Alvey's trying to defend, and Ryan's hollering out.
He got out of it. Wow, Alvarez got out of it.
There you go.
Alvarez got out of that chokehold.
He just stayed calm.
Can they start throwing punches?
They will.
Because UFC fighters have no chin.
Yeah.
They got no chin. I want to see punches.
Giving Dan Mergliata a smile and let him know he was okay as his
Yeah. Get him, Alvey.
Come on, Spann.
Ooh, nice connection by Alvey with his opposite hand.
I want to see somebody run off the cage.
Alvarez is a big guy in the yellow short. He's bigger.
Not allowing Alvey to go first. He's controlling the distance. He really controls.
I don't understand what's the point of having a UFC fight with nobody in the crowd.
Well, get a feeling about it if you're watching the box. I don't want to see that. This is why I don't want to watch Lomachenko.
I mean, I've seen boxing matches with nobody in the crowd. What are the undercards? You watch the undercards.
Yeah.
Like this feels like the undercards for a boxing match.
Yeah.
We got your sports picks covered with UFC action all week long.
Yeah, this guy Spann is big,
Sam's
bigger
throwing
than
that right hand over the top every time Ryan Spann gets in the range. Ryan must have felt
right out there in the middle of the ring.
Sam's power because
Low kick by Alvarez.
to pull the trigger.
Well, I think he probably burned his arms out a bit too on that squeeze. So he's probably trying to recoup his energy.
Dad, who do you got? Oscar De La Hoya or Conor McGregor if they fight in a boxing match?
Yeah, here we go again with that boxing and that.
Well, no, because Oscar said he'll fight him. Oscar on Instagram called him a little. He called him and Dana White a little bitch. And Conor accepted his challenge.
Conor McGregor kill him. Seriously.
Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
I think De La Hoya beat the shit out of him.
You think so?
Yeah. If he got in shape? Oscar De La Hoya.
Well, it's a boxing match, so yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Make an impression on the judges.
Oh, good right hand by Spann.
And Alvey just missed.
Yeah, Spann they'll fight in the middle of the ring. He's trying to get him by the gate, by the fence, and pin him back.
You mean the octagon?
Octagon.
The octagon.
Yeah, he's trying to get him in, get him down.
That right hook is really sneaky. Every time Sam throws it over.
There you go. Yeah, kick.
You don't
Them
see
kicks
it
are crazy. That's the one thing I will say about
UFC
UFC and like the MMA is the kicks. I would hate to be taking some of these kicks.
What a shot!
What a good right hand from Spann. And then he knees him. Knees him with the
He's trying to get him
freaking.
down again. That's what he fight. He likes to fight down. You can tell.
Yeah, I remember you used to watch this shit all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You used to watch.
You hear Dan telling them to circle.
Who used to like when you used to watch UFC?
I told you, I used to like Uriah Faber, California, and of course Jones. You know Jones, I like.
John Jones?
Yeah, he's no joke.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, so I like Tillis too from the UK.
Who?
Tillis, James Tillis. I like him also. So
James Tillis?
I think his name is Tim Tillis.
He's a boxer. James Tillis is a boxer from like Oklahoma.
No. There's the Tillis guy that fights in the UFC. Very popular in the UK.
Okay, well,
Actually, Fury trained in him.
Need energy?
Did he?
Yeah, he did have a training. We're coming back. Yeah.
So we're here. We're live on YouTube.
Well, we could talk
UFC.
boxing, anything you want to talk about.
I need to drink a beer because, like Flamio says, MMA is for beer drinkers. Where's my beer?
Is that what he says?
I need a beer.
Is that what he says?
Yeah. Floyd said MMA is for beer drinkers. Boxing is for everybody.
Yeah.
And then Bob Arum says.
What the hell is
Bob Arum?
Floyd Mayweather knows? He when he got his money.
Bob Arum said that UFC is about the homosexuals wrestling around.
Okay.
All right, back live in Jacksonville, ready to go here.
Darren Till. He wanted Darren Till.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There you go.
Span and Sam Alvey.
So Ryan Spam versus Sam Alvey. UFC.
I tell you, the fight that I liked, I remember fighting in the UFC was whatever his name was against McGregor. He fucked up McGregor, man. That Russian dude.
Oh, Khabib?
Yeah, Khabib. Come on, and he jumped over the crowd, and he jumped over like the WWF.
Very, very aware of that.
Ooh, what a kick!
I'm telling you, Spam's gonna get him. I think Spam's gonna get tired if we don't do something soon.
I'll be out easy.
I'd like to see more of that from Spando. That left high, that right high kick, that right body kick. It's all available for Ryan.
Oh,
For Ryan.
love hooks and about to pick his ass up and slam him.
Yeah, he's trying to get him.
Pick his ass up. Let's go, champ.
Perhaps forcing him a little bit here.
Well, Ryan has some real heavy breathing in between.
That's how bad it's getting. I'm over here watching UFC.
Yeah.
Working for these takedowns.
I'm gonna see my Panther jacket. What's going on?
Yeah, you got it. Both fighters are actually in the middle of the ring right now, middle of the octagon.
Professional work for Sam Alvey, as you heard Megan O'Leary
Yeah,
say,
it
his
is
wife
nice.
not in his
Wow.
corner tonight.
Oh,
As
nice.
she is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful counter with Span.
It has a button right
That's
here.
what Say
Yeah.
Salud told Ryan, though. He said, you're touching him every time with the right hand. Throw the right hand
Oh,
and
the
then
whole
follow
button.
us up behind it. 11, whatever 11
Right now we're in round number 2, UFC.
Wow, he's talking to his coach. It's so crazy. They can hear each other so clearly.
Yeah.
It's such a different environment.
Spam
And
is
he does that a lot, right?
they're not fighting in the middle of the octagon. They're actually Spam's trying to like pin him down,
Now stick against him while he's cornered him.
but he can't just. Alvey's playing a good good defense. Every time Spam tries to knock him down, he holds his own and doesn't allow him.
Your offense to use it against you, but Span, when we talked to him, didn't seem all that concerned.
No, he didn't. He didn't seem concerned about Alvey, but he's very aware of him right now because Sam Alvey is
Good shot.
You know, he's there. And he landed that right hand a number of times
Yeah, it is nice.
on the counter.
So the guys, yeah.
But he's just
Nice.
waiting. As his corner wants him to start throwing some of the left hand.
Hogan you fight by one of
He needs to
those.
let him
Huh?
if he's going to get Ryan Span.
Hogan
Oh, I'm chilling in my new jacket.
Yeah.
I'm chilling in my new Florida Panthers jacket.
Yeah.
An extended training camp for Ryan Span. He wants to face Paul.
I like this jacket, man. This jacket is fire.
Oh, good right from Alvey.
Alvey is so sneaky with that right
Now we just
hand.
threw another right
Span landed some good shots
Span.
there, too. Landed a good right hand, landed the left hook over the top.
And Span is certainly
Span is
pressing
kicked.
the action here.
Yeah. Span's been more the action fighter here, guys.
Keen Mitch says UFC ain't bad at all. I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Span breathing heavy, mouth.
I can't watch it. It's trash to
2
me.
minutes here in round 2 of a.
This fight isn't bad though. This is definitely not the worst UFC fight I've
No.
ever seen.
Span was.
I like this Span guy. This Span guy comes for the smoke. I like him.
Oh, good left
Alvey
right.
just got. Alvey just got in the blue shorts. He just got a left hand. He hasn't looked that much.
The way he
But
throws
Spam's
it,
trying to pin him down and get him down. He tried to do
it's like
a right drop kick.
jab hybrid.
Yeah, wraps around the top, you know, so when Span expects it to come up the middle, he's wrapping right around his guard.
Nice good kick to the body by Span.
Come on.
He's finding success with
Both
that.
fighters are like right in the middle of the octagon. Well,
Right at
not
the
actually,
middle.
they haven't fought the whole
First
fight
body kick
at the
kinda
middle of the
hurts
octagon
He's trying to
because
get back
Span's been more the active fighter.
GMB Catastrophe says, I call the Valentino effect. Get all the women together in one place and stick a man in front of them all, and they start vibing off each other and go crazy for the man.
Probably more exciting than this right here.
The style that works for him at MMA. 48th pro fight tonight.
You know, and he's beating good guys. John Volante, Shad Evans. I mean,
That's true too. Like one of the guys posted, so should I just watch some type of fights?
Yeah,
Like you don't get the same feel if you don't have the fans behind and the comments. Do you? Or does it matter to you? Like I don't feel anything. Do you? I'm so used to watching.
I don't feel anything because I'm watching UFC. That's why I don't feel anything.
Yeah, it's not like the same.
Like,
Man was having a hard time with it after the first.
And Alvey 6 times. In his
I almost
career
want. I kind of want to swoop. Okay, Span.
Yeah, Spam is more active
Set
fighter.
it up with that
I like Span though. Span's not bad.
He stepped in with it.
That's been a money shot for him there. That right leg right up the middle.
That's in the group, it's out. Yeah,
UFC at the top level is cool. I always enjoy a good scrap. Don't like the tactical shit because I'm a casual. Oh,
Just missed that.
well, isn't UFC supposed to be about like blood and guts and they say it's a savage sport and
yeah.
so shouldn't it be that way anyway?
Like
Like
these are like low fighters. Like the guy was just saying, if they were the upper level fighters, it'd be a lot better.
well, in boxing, the low level fight we getting all the knockouts.
Round 3 next.
Oh, here's a good question. SSB28 asks, do you think Tyson Fury could compete in the heavyweight division, given that it's a heavyweight division?
I should have known.
Do you think Tyson Fury could compete in the UFC as heavyweight? He trained.
It's got 3 cameras in the battery.
Nah, I'd rather see him. His thing is boxing. I mean, maybe if you got trained for that, like you did with Darren Taylor, some strippers trained him and stuff, but nah, his thing is boxing. That's what he was made for. And you ask him, he's gonna tell you differently. He's gonna say gypsies fight all the time. They fight all kinds of fighters. So that's what Fury will say. But to me, I think he was blessed to do the boxing thing.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think that fits him more than anything else. And that's where he's become more popular. That's what he's done. I mean, he's done the WWF. He tried the UFC, but I'll be honest. UFC and boxing, man. UFC, they're gonna come at him, especially him being a big target. And he is. His experience is more in the ring, isn't it? So for me, I would love to see him just stay with boxing.
UFC Fight Pass is the home to all new original shows.
I mean, wrestling, we already know about wrestling. Most of it's stage, most of it's this and that, but UFC's not stage.
I'm changing the title back.
Yeah, put it back.
I feel bad for you putting that in.
Yeah. Well, you tried it from the fans. You did it.
No, we're gonna keep watching this. I'm gonna change the title back because I don't want all the UFC fans saying, "Where's the fight?"
Yeah.
Heard Safe Saud. Many of you did not, but in between rounds, he wants action.
And here we can talk about anything boxing.
He needs him to stay busy here.
John Buff has his own show.
How about that?
Buff must love that.
Brock Lesnar would break Tyson Fury in half.
He could try to use that.
Do you think Brock Lesnar would break Tyson Fury in half?
If he got a hold of him, first of all,
Yeah.
the movement that Fury got, forget it. He'd be running around all left and right. But if he gets a hold of him, it's over.
John Cena beat all of them.
Let's go, champ. Yeah.
Nice connection by Span after he briefly had that tie clinch. Not sure if he was protesting something to Merkley out of there.
Nice kick.
Good kick. There you go.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the one thing I wouldn't like is the
Been one of his
kicks.
best weapons.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him throw that body kick, just wrap around roundhouse right to the body. Because Albie now expects it coming up the middle.
Sam Alvin.
Yeah, I like what GMB said. Tyson Fury would have to be avoid being taken down to the ground at all costs.
That's what I'm saying. He's got to keep the movement going because Leslie, he's a big guy. And they get tired pretty quick. So if you have to keep the movement going and get him tired, then the advantage is to Fury. But if he just gets you right away into some kind of hole or something, or he slams you, you're done.
Not necessarily hearing all of those commands from your corner. How much do you think these guys are hearing the corners?
Oh, man, this jacket. This is the best purchase I've made in a long time on anything. I love this jacket. It's comfortable. The most comfortable jacket of all time.
Yeah.
I see it, I hear it, like they're saying things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your boy BT, we're live here for the UFC 249. Oh my God! Whoa! Let's go, champ. Let's
Oh,
go.
he's done. He's gonna finish this guy out. Span's gonna finish him off. Oh, he's gonna attack.
I like these guys.
Man.
This guy can fight.
Came up there, grabbed Albury, threw a couple punches.
I want to see
Knee him with a
kicks.
knee.
I want to see knees. I want to see punches.
I mean, how durable is Alfie? He's so tough. He's so tough.
Probably this other guy hasn't gone yet though. This is probably like one of the most durable UFC fighters I've ever seen in my life.
Span's gonna finish him though.
This dude Span is not playing games.
Yeah.
And you saw what happened when he brought it around, right, Joe? Because he went up the middle so many times.
And he's,
When he brought-
but
Here comes Albi.
yeah, Albury's coming a tough fighter too though from your state, North Carolina. Yeah, throwing him right in the hook, and he's trying to grab Span, but Span ain't with it.
Lunching in with that left hand, he's got to just let it all fly now. You hear the urgency in his corner from Dan Henderson. Those guys just keep going.
Oh, good right hand there from Span.
Yeah,
Another right hand there from Span.
Yeah.
This guy's legs buckle. He can barely stand up straight.
yeah. Well, he's hurting him with this round right here. The best active five round we've seen from Span.
Span's got to be careful.
Fair
He's
with
throwing
that
those
knee.
kicks with his hands down.
When he throws that knee, his chin's up in the air, and now he's trying to counter with the right hand. He's got to be very careful. It's when he gets excited, Joe. When he thinks he hasn't hurt, he just kind of goes jumping in there.
I also think he's fading a little bit here in this
That's
third.
fishing, too.
He put
Yeah.
a lot of energy
Wow, another shot by his.
with those kicks and those big exchanges where he was trying to take Alfie out, but Alfie's still here. And you see Span with some labored breath.
Good left hand there from Albi.
Yeah, Albury's trying. That's what's helping him. Left punch and right punch was helping him.
Oh,
Beautiful kick. To Span.
kicks.
Albury, yeah.
Yes, kicks. I like the kicks. Do the kicks.
Do you? Yeah.
That's probably my favorite part. That's my favorite part of UFC fighting. I don't want to see these bums throwing punches.
Yeah, I just
I don't want to see no submission.
Oh, that right shot.
He hurt him.
Wow, he hurt him.
Albi hurt him.
Spam's going to the bottom.
Is that same right hook finally landed and hurt Ryan Span bad?
Yo, he's submitting him now. He's got him in a headlock.
Last
Holy
submission
hell.
for Sam Alvey, 2016, less than a minute to go now.
Oh, he's got to let it back up to his feet if he's going to get a finish here. He had
Oh,
Ryan
shit.
Span hurt bad. Oh, he's going to try to choke him.
Oh, he's trying to choke the shit out. He's choking the shit out of him.
Get out of it. Oh, Span get out of it.
There you
Good.
go. Span got out of it. There you go.
Span's back up to his feet, but he might still
But yeah,
be hurt.
that's if I had to pick a favorite part of the UFC, I would say it's the kicks.
I don't care. I just like to see he's gonna get fucked
I like the
up. That's
kicks.
all I like to see. Yeah.
No, but when
The
somebody
on the arm
can
bar, on the arm bar.
no
Yeah.
kicks. When somebody can kick the shit out of somebody, that's amazing. I think that's cool. Woo! Big left hand there from Albi. Let's go.
He's trying.
Oh, he hurt him again. This guy can't even stand up straight.
Come on, Spam.
He's beating him like he stole something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Spam had him though. Spam had him.
We're here.
3 out of 1. Yeah. Come out 3 out of 1 on this one.
We're watching UFC because some of you guys asked for it, but I'm not gonna put UFC live fight reaction as my title because I don't want all the MMA fans
Yeah,
saying,
we can still talk boxing.
"Where's
now.
the fight?" But any boxing questions y'all got down below.
That's the main thing here. Don't get it twisted here.
Believes now is the time to do
Oh look, your boy Rob Hood.
fees, so you can start investing today.
Well, I gotta do that.
Wherever you are,
I signed up
even
my
hanging with your
LinkedIn.
dog.
I bought a stock today.
So,
Did you?
what are you
I gotta
waiting
buy
for?
one. I had
Download
AT&T.
now and get your first
Did you?
stock
Yeah.
with Robinhood.
$29.
It doesn't look like your average zero-turn mower.
Yeah, it's your boy BT. I'm rocking my new Florida Panthers jacket right now. I'm kind of happy. This is the best jacket I've ever had in my life.
Find your Cub Cadet Ultimate and receive up to $300
Got the throwback Panther jacket on that I got in the mail while we were live. But yeah, this fight's not so bad between Span and Alvi. It's probably one of the better fights I've watched because I haven't watched a ton of UFC fights, but this one is definitely hands down one of the best ones I've seen.
All right, back live. So Sam Alvey's corner seemed to intimate towards the end of that fight that he needed a finish. So we'll see if
I know, right? This is not look. I'm not trying to flex, but look, I got this in the mail. I'm pretty happy about it. I only spent like $50 for this. Look, got the logo on the back. Hold on.
And a lot of people fancy Ryan Span, a
Boom.
future light heavyweight
Got the logo right there.
division. So
Boom.
we got all he can handle from Sam Alvey tonight.
This is probably the best jacket I've had in a long time. I love this jacket.
Did Sam Alvey just take
I'm probably gonna wear this jacket in every single video I do. Like the next.
cards are now in. They
Hey, does a Jorge Masvidal live near you guys? Yeah, he trains at Punch Boxing in that Miami.
Oh,
Jorge Masvidal. You know Jorge Masvidal, a UFC fighter? You don't know Jorge Masvidal, you know?
yes, the Spanish guy. Over we go to Kevin Knight. Got him.
Yeah, Jorge Masvidal. He trains at I think he trains at Punch Boxing sometimes for like his boxing training. But yeah, he's a Miami guy. He's probably the one MMA fighter that I can say I'm a fan of because he's from South Florida and he be kicking. He comes out the corner at 9 seconds and knees people to the face. That's what we want to see. I want to see kicks. Anything with the feet in UFC.
It's not weird at all. I've been on contender twice. So I'm good. I don't like people. I do like people. I don't like them a little bit, but it's fine. It was nothing. It's like I said, I've been on contender twice, so I'm ready for this.
Well, this was a great fight against a really durable veteran in Sam Alvey.
That's Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
Ryan. So yeah, Ryan Spann won the fight. He won the decision.
That was so close. I thought I had him. I heard him breathing, wheezing, barely breathing. But I was a little bit worried that I might have burned my arm down. But this man right here, Mike Stacy, didn't make sure I don't get tired. So like every day, don't get tired. We squeezed on, been around for a long time. A lot of it.
Well, this is a time for the ranks really needs against a real durable veteran and such a good showing.
Key Mitch says it's too hot to wear the jacket. Yeah, outside it's too hot to wear the jacket. But how about when I go places, I can wear this jacket. I can wear this jacket around the house. I love this jacket. This jacket's the best. Well, listen, there's gonna come a point in time when hockey season comes back, and when my Panthers start playing again, I'll wear this to the arena. So don't worry, this jacket will get plenty of use. But it's definitely not too hot to wear this jacket in this damn house. My dad's wife be having like. She has the temperature at like 72 degrees in here. It's freezing all the time. TJ4, what's up, champ? Key Mitch says, with this virus shutting things down, fighters will have tune-ups with no audience. Everything has been pushed back. Yeah, it's going to be like a PBC card for everybody. Don't you live near Raekwon Bell? Apparently, he said he lives in South Florida, but then he also lives in South Central, so we don't know where he lives. But listen, I'm easy to find in South Florida. I'm very easy to find.
Gave him everything he can handle, but that is a big moment for Ryan Spann. And you know, man, it was a different vibe to the first fight we had to call with no crowd, but it was awesome. It was an awesome fight.
It was a great fight, particularly that third round. They got real wild that third round.
Do you want to keep watching this?
No, change that. I mean, people want to watch it though, right?
Do you want to watch UFC? People will want to see us go live for this UFC shit.
Yeah, leave it on.
So we'll go live for this UFC stuff. I'll be honest with you, I really don't want to, but we'll do it anyway. F it. We might see some great fights. That first fight wasn't bad.
No, that was pretty good. I thought that was like the lows, but it was good.
Challenge. So one lucky fan is going to win an all-expenses paid trip.
Oh my God!
Experience that includes VIP tickets to a UFC pay-per-view and dinner with Barry. 100% of the funds raised will be donated directly to several hunger relief organizations feeding those in need. So go to allinchallenge.com right now and enter. As always, we thank you for your support. All right, now for more on our next matchup at featherweight, here is.
Thank you so much, guys. Well, coming up next, the Fighting Pride of Arkansas returns to the
Yeah, who
UFC
is that?
after
She's
an
nice.
impressive Mr. Submission finish in late 2019. In fact, he's
Yeah, it's your boy BT Rely. We talked about Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury earlier. If y'all got any boxing questions, y'all can ask those. Y'all can ask whatever you want to ask. But at the moment, we're watching the only combat sports available to us. We're watching UFC. Who thought? Who would have ever thought?
Competition. He heads into this one with a hunger for victory. Two talented grapplers who like to throw down are up next when Thug Nasty takes on Boston Strong.
Yeah, shout out to everybody here. Keith Thurman is coming off an injury, so he could use a couple of tune-ups. He won't want to do it without an audience because person will dwindle. Well, listen. Look, the harsh reality about this whole coronavirus bullshit is this, okay? Because people have been so cooperative and have been so quick to give up their rights, there's going to be a new normal. Okay, you know, and what's worse is like what people don't understand is when you quarantine yourself and you don't go outside for days upon days upon days, your immune system lowers. There are certain bacterias, good bacterias, that only exist from you working out, going outside. And if you don't go outside, your body doesn't get exposed to those bacteria. So when you go outside again, and there isn't another virus or anything else, then you're now more susceptible to whatever it is that's out there. Okay, so people who quarantine themselves are setting themselves up to get freaking killed quickly and swiftly when this thing is over. But they don't even realize because the government won't tell you that. Anyway, we got this Mitchell versus Rosa. Featherweight, UFC. Oh, God. These guys are submission artists. These guys are straight submission artists.
Was officially over, and Thug Nasty had earned his third straight UFC win since his stint on the Ultimate Fighter. The proud Arkansas native returns to face off with an opponent coming off a stellar win in his.
Yo, these guys all look like they're on PEDs when they walk out to the ring. They all look drugged out of their mind when they go to the ring.
But as soon as the octagon door shut in his hometown of Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, this guy's from Boston.
Delivering a performance of the night finish of Manny Bermudez. Coming up next, it should be a good one as
Brian Mitchell, Thug Nasty. This guy's name is Thug Nasty. I'm going for him. I'm going with Thug Nasty. They got a guy named Brian Mitchell. His name is Thug Nasty. I'm going for him. Shout out to Thug Nasty. But your boy BT, we're live. Passing the time.
What's going on? It's a 3 p.m.
Someone said you need a nickname.
Yeah.
Somebody said I need a nickname.
The more interesting way to get your protein. Meat, cheese, and
I mean, the girls usually call me the Big Dick Bandit.
I have an amazing life. I live in Providence. It's a Shangri-La.
Yeah, my nickname is usually the Big Dick Bandit, but you can call me BT. I'm joking. No, BT. My name BT.
the Chicago Bulls have to.
Or maybe I'll be Thug Nasty.
Yeah.
Brendan Thug Nasty Taylor.
There you go. That's great.
That word retire means you can do anything you want.
Yo, you know what we should do? We should go live for The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary. Since they ain't shit to go live about, about
I didn't see it, but I heard it.
well, it's in parts.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's 10 parts long.
Restaurants are facing a crisis.
Yeah.
And they're counting on your takeout.
Yo, I'm hungry.
and delivery
I'm so
orders to
hungry right
make
now. You are? What are you making?
Grub Hub. Together, we can help
You have salmon?
save the restaurants we love.
Domino's is serious about food safety. That's why your pizza stays untouched.
But yeah, you know what? I do need a nickname. You know what? You are right. BT is a good name, but like, I probably should get a nickname. So maybe we'll do a poll about that. Give me a nickname. What you think? What you think?
Here we go.
But yeah, y'all drop whatever comments y'all want down below. I'm here.
It's been a big change for us.
Even though we're physically far apart, this time has brought us a lot closer.
We're trying to make sure that we stay healthy because we need to be here for our customers.
If you're in a hardship and you need a please.com/help.
AutoNation is set for 84 months. On sale now.
All right. This damn UFC. Yo, what's this cable? Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, so apparently the cable is acting up, so I'm not really sure if I'm gonna stay live for this. If the cable's gonna keep coming in and out because it keeps coming in and it keeps coming out. I think there's like it might be raining or something happening in our area. Yeah, the rain's coming back. So you know what? On that note, I think we're gonna end it. But I appreciate everybody who showed up to the live. There will be other videos coming out. We live again tomorrow with Anthony from Thunderdome Boxing Talk. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, it's in your best interest to go find that Evander Holyfield interview, that one that's scheduled to premiere on Tuesday, and set your reminders and be on the lookout for that when it comes out. And until then, you just keep enjoying the great content here on True School Sports. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.